Three mega nerds talking about whatever the hell they want to talk about. Welcome to Star Wars 2020.
We talked a lot about the name before we got here. We really
Yeah.
looked up a lot of different names and options. It really took us weeks.
Yeah,
Definitely
That's
was
why it took so
decided
long.
5
I mean-
minutes ago,
yeah.
and is
I mean-
totally not subject to change anymore.
I mean, season 2 ended what, before Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah.
2 weeks before Christmas, I feel like. So
I think so.
had to think of the name since then.
Yep.
So the first episode of this is literally just a movie, right?
Yes.
Season 2,
Yeah, it's just a movie.
pretty much. They changed the aspect. Was it the aspect ratio the right term
Yeah.
Like the weird black
for
bar
season
thing.
2? Yeah. So let's see. Episode 1.
Yeah, that was the Marshall. That's the whole one with like
That's where he
Timothy
goes out in the
Oliphant.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Crate Dragon.
Oh, Mason, we gotta talk about the bantha in the room.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Trevor, you're a bit excluded here.
Yeah.
They changed the Crate Dragon.
They did.
I like this better.
So here's the thing. There was never any official canon Crate Dragon shown in Star Wars before this.
In the new canon, no.
In the new canon.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic, the original game on in 2004, had a Crate Dragon. And this is surprisingly, actually, very true to that.
Wait. You're saying this is true to the fucking Old Republic one?
Yeah. Mostly.
No, it's
no,
really
mostly.
different.
Mostly. Like, the whole, like, they live in caves out in the middle of the Dune Sea.
Oh,
and
yeah,
eat
they
banthas.
kept that. Like, they kept, like, their lifestyle stuff, but, like, they like, before, it was literally, like, a lizard. Like a giant lizard.
Yeah, it was just a giant lizard. The best part, though, is that you kill it the exact same way.
Yeah.
Where
And they
you
just
make it eat a bunch of explosives.
Oh my god, I just looked it up, because we're fucking, dumbasses.
Mhm.
There's technically 2 kinds of Crate Dragon now.
Is there?
Yeah, so the lizard one, Mason, is considered the Canyon Crate Dragon,
Yes.
and the new one is the Greater Crate
The
Dragon.
greater one. The one that swims under the sand.
Yeah, the other one's still just they look nothing alike now. It almost makes me think that they fucking had to do this, like, retroactively, because they fucked up and forgot they had a new canon Crate Dragon. Yeah, so
Wait,
it's
do they have a new canon Crate Dragon?
Yeah, god damn
Where's
it.
the Canyon one from? Rebels?
God damn it.
Oh,
Star Wars Commander was a mobile strategy game.
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Put a link in chat.
Okay. So it was like a 2014 iOS game. That's the new Canyon Crate.
Oh, that's right.
And
I played
also,
this.
They also appeared in some like kids comic book called Star Wars Adventures as like the old Crate Dragon.
Huh.
So I legitimately think that Dave Filoni didn't even know that the fucking old Crate Dragon was still canon.
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, but are we gonna consider a mobile game like part of
Unfortunately,
Yes!
yes.
canon?
Disney says everything Star Wars is canon.
Yeah.
Everything. And it's like everything is canon that Star Wars posts
A
the white.
lot of work is also put into this, like everything that Disney does with Star Wars, in order to make sure that they don't contradict themselves.
Down with that though. I actually prefer the Disney like everything is canon to like George Lucas's Tiers of Canon.
Yes,
And like if it's in a
I
movie,
agree.
it's true canon, and everything else is lesser canon.
I don't totally
Yeah.
agree with wiping all of the original canon.
Yeah.
Or extended universe stuff, and then basically bargain bin reusing a lot of it. I'm not totally
Yeah.
down with all that.
It should have been much more selective.
Like, even this Mandalorian Season 2 reuses so much of that. And obviously that's because of, like, Dave Filoni's love for all the old canon, and Jon Favreau's love for all the old canon.
Mm-hmm.
The saviors.
Yeah, honestly.
But you're cool with like New Crate Dragon, right?
I'm cool with New Crate Dragon. I like New Crate Dragon. New Crate Dragon was badass, and it was still really true to, like, the original KOTOR one,
Like the
in many
idea of it,
aspects.
though.
Yeah, the whole idea.
Like
of
to
it.
be like this fucking horrifying like desert monster. That
Yeah,
lives in
because
the cave.
before, like, it was never even mentioned in the movies. I don't think.
Isn't it even like? Isn't this a
It was
straight up
literally
quest?
only mentioned in an art book for episode
Isn't it-
4.
Isn't this a straight up quest from Old Republic? By the way, they literally put like a bantha to lure out
Yeah,
the
no.
Great Dragon
So
and explode it.
literally, the entire quest line on Tatooine revolves around you getting the star map, which is in a Crate Dragon cave.
Yes, Trevor. I know it's old canon. You've really got to hit up the Old Republic games.
I guess I'm gonna have to.
They are top tier RPGs, and
They're
Star
so
Wars.
damn good. So damn good. The second one, I don't like, but other people do. So you can decide for yourself. But holy shit, are they good?
The first one's an absolute like masterpiece of all video, like of any RPG lover.
100. I adore this episode, but I think more than any other episode in this season, yeah, I'd say so. More than any other episode in this season, this one's very self-contained, like most of season 1 was.
Well, here's here's the big thing.
Yeah,
here's the big thing with with season 2 of The Mandalorian. At least like the first half of it is it's Din Djarin, because now he's on this quest to get Baby Yoda to his people.
Can we talk about that as well?
Well, let's just stick with episode 1 because I got a few complaints. Like when they originally tried blowing it up, like having it go over the explosives, like just was a stupid idea right off the bat. Like I remember watching me and my wife.
I think that's an homage to how you do it in KOTOR 1, because in the first game, that's how you do it. Is you lay down an entire minefield and then you lure him out with a bantha. But in this one, like, because this is a greater Crate Dragon, it's not gonna pierce all of the armor and stuff. So like the whole thing is an homage to that, I feel.
Okay, not knowing that now, like
so
it makes
cool.
it makes a little more sense.
As well,
like,
just them working with the Sand People is like the coolest shit to me.
Yeah, the Tusken
Mando uses his Sand People talk. I'm like, that is a useful like second language in college. He fucking picked a good one. It comes up way more than you'd expect. Spanish never comes up. I should have learned Sand People.
Well, it's interesting because in season 1 he just used the sign language.
Yeah.
They didn't actually like have him speak Tusken or whatever language you want to.
It is like it is an actual language though. Like a protocol droid can speak it.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you like it's codified. Like I know at one point wasn't Hut Ease like codified at one point in Legends?
The one from Star Trek is fucking. Oh my god.
The Vulcan thing?
No, not Vulcan. It's the. Why can I not think of it? I'll get back to it. But yeah, they have there's an actual language in Star Trek that is like codified now.
Okay, you were saying about like season 2 though. He's getting him to his people.
The entire like point of like the first half of season 2 is like he's getting sent somewhere only to find like a dead lead and has to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's like every episode here. Or every other episode. Every episode is like on the way to a lead, the lead is dead, goes somewhere else, something bad happens. Continues on to his lead, the lead dies, something bad happens.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So what did you guys think about Cobb Vanth?
Is this this is the Marshal?
Yeah.
The Marshal, yeah.
Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
People in Star Wars keep losing extremely important shit off screen.
Yes.
Like, why? How did Boba lose his armor?
Oh no, Boba explains like when he came to, the Jawas had taken his armor.
Yeah, they
and then
like this shit.
And the
but
Marshal.
He was in the Starlight Pit. Like old canon, he like flies out. But
old canon, fucking Dengar kills the damn thing and drags his ass out.
Yeah.
That's old canon.
Well,
but we don't know how he got out. But like,
not particularly. I'm assuming that he killed his way out and then passed out, and then the Jawas abducted his armor.
I'm pretty sure the Jawas didn't like lead a raid on the Sarlacc.
No, they didn't. Like... I'm pretty sure Boba killed the Sarlacc himself from the inside, and got himself out, and then probably like succumbed to his wounds and passed out. And then the Jawas took his armor, like the little thieving, scavenging little shits they are.
I really like to have seen that though.
I do want a flashback of that. I think that would have been so good.
Yeah, and much more importantly,
maybe we'll get in the Book of Boba. Maybe we'll get like a prologue in Book of Boba.
I hope so. Much more importantly, how the fuck did the cunt lose the Darksaber?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it just happened when Gideon attacked Mandalore. I think he just got it then.
No. So look,
because
she has it.
Yeah.
And that's like way after.
Yeah, because Rebels
I don't know
takes
how she
place
loses it then, because she acts like he
before New Hope.
She acts like he earned it. And she's getting to get it back.
She is like the lowest tier Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She's kind of a shitter.
I remember from Clone Wars at least.
Yeah, I mean, you should remember from Clone Wars. She even helped found Death Watch.
Yeah.
She helps found Death Watch. Darth Maul becomes Mandalore. Suddenly, she doesn't believe in Mandalorian code anymore when it doesn't suit her.
Right.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that character so much.
Yeah, it was cool though.
Not a fan either.
It was cool though, bringing that actress, her voice actor.
Oh no, she was
back
excellent
and letting her
in the role. She was excellent in the role.
Yeah, 100.
Like, I assume when they did the Clone Wars, they modeled her.
They normally do that
after her real life counterpart. So
definitely, they normally do that in the animated bits for like characters that haven't appeared before, like brand new characters. They'll just model them after the voice actor, and it's normally easier that way.
It goes
and it helps for anything future. It future proofs the character.
The effects in this episode are fucking insane. Like the acid spit.
Oh, from the Great Dragon.
Didn't people complain that the Mandalorian was like PG-13 or some shit? Like when they fucking melt people, that is not PG-13.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck? How'd you get away with that?
Mm-hmm. Or like when they disintegrate Jawas for fun.
Rapture, you mean?
Yeah, when the Jawas get raptured by the disintegration cannon.
You watch like its cloak fall like Obi-Wan in A New Hope, and you see the little Jawa float up and become one with the Force.
They get fucking Thanos.
Poor little bastard.
That's actually something we didn't get to see this season, was like disintegration.
Didn't he fire the rapture gun?
He lost the gun in like the first fucking episode.
Oh, yeah. He loses it in the
It gets broken. Or it gets destroyed. No, he loses it in his ship. He left it in the ship, and the ship when the ship gets destroyed in like episode 8 or whatever. I don't have the list pulled up.
7 or 6. I think it was 8 episodes, so it would have been episode 6.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
I love
episode 6.
I do love the idea of Cobb Vanth, like the very Western like thing of having to run away, finding Fett's armor, then like coming back like a badass and becoming the new marshal. Like it's a little bit rushed because it's a flashback condensed in like 3 minutes, but like it's cool. I like it.
I actually thought that Den would have let him keep the armor, like at the end of the episode.
No,
like just
They made the deal.
They made the deal, and you got to remember he's hardcore on the Mandalorian code.
And Din Djarin couldn't just leave with nothing. Like he couldn't just leave empty-handed after wasting all those resources helping them and time when he's on his quest and babysitter money.
When Boba comes to get the armor, you got to remember that like Mando's first reaction is like, Mando, what now?
Yeah, right.
I'm a little surprised, like Boca Cunt brings up the fact that Boba Fett's a clone, and like Mando's like, yeah, that's cool. Mando clone, still Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the last episode, calling him out for hearing his voice. What was it, 1,000 times?
Yeah, for the clone troopers.
I've heard your voice 1,000 times.
Because the clones were with him on the Siege of Mandalore.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you couldn't interact with the Republic army, like the Republic military at all, without interacting with clones. It was almost like, aside from like the highest of ranking officers, and even some of them were clones. You couldn't. They were all clones. Every single front line was a clone.
Giant tangent. I loved in Solo that like you get to see ground combat from the Empire that doesn't have like all stormtroopers. Like, yeah, I guess it couldn't be a stormtrooper. You do need random ass conscripts from the Outer Rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you have like engineers, you have your fucking just all kinds of different jobs in the military. You
Yeah,
can't
but
all just
like,
be infantry.
but Star Wars is always like everything's a variant of a fucking stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Until like Solo showed you like ground combat with random assholes in the mud.
Speaking of clone troopers or Storm, episode 6 was the first time they showed like a commander with the orange pauldron or pauldron.
Oh,
I don't remember it ever being shown before in anything else.
There's one in episode 4, I believe. I think that like the whole idea of them with the pauldrons do originate from the original trilogy, but they only really showed up in episode 4 on Tatooine in the Desert Troopers, and it was only like 1 or 2. And there's honestly just not a lot of like post Galactic Empire kind of like cinematic representation yet.
Yeah.
Like, because we had so much Clone
What do y'all
Wars.
think? What do y'all think about the frog people?
That was like...
Oh, dude.
I didn't care for the episode. I laughed every time Grogu ate an egg, but I didn't honestly care for the episode. I especially didn't care for the fact that that the New Republic troopers just left Din Djarin stranded there after saving him and like expecting those creatures not to come back.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I like that. So, like, I'm with you that it's a weaker episode. I like the frog aliens. I like new aliens, pretty much. I love new aliens.
Yeah, I do too.
Because every time I see a new alien, I say, I can't wait until we see that as a Jedi. But I like the whole, like, keep your eggs at a certain temperature, that shit. And also the spider things are like a callback to Rebels. Because they're in Rebels, but, like, in a desert. The New Republic, like, letting them slide, or sorry, trying to arrest him, then saving him when they check his criminal record, and then, like, I kind of like the exchange, because Mando's like, say, I got these 2 bounties, say you let me go, help me repair my ship, and they say you don't fuck with us again, and then fly off. Was it one of them Dave Filoni?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave Filoni's one of those fighter pilots. He was, he was also the one that showed up to destroy the
Prison Break.
to destroy the station, the pirate station at the Prison Break. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
I guess my main issue with it is like they go through all the trouble of like chasing him down. They basically caused his crash to begin with. And then they realize like, oh man, maybe we fucked up. This guy's actually like a good guy. And then they still leave him stranded where he could possibly die with a civilian and a child. And many unborn babies.
They're like Outer Rim patrolling like Republic fighters.
Yeah.
Like, I think they don't like they had to follow up on it, but otherwise, like, you know, you probably should have fucking stopped when we told you to. Follow the law. And then zoop.
My point is like they go through the trouble of saving him, but they don't actually like it's honestly not clear. Like it's not like he could die at any moment still. Like more of those things could come back at any moment. Nothing is stopping those things. Bro.
They killed a lot.
They did.
And Grogu ate one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It's fucking gross.
It was
He also ate like 30 of those eggs. He did not notice any of them missing either for some reason.
Yeah.
He had to have like fucking like 30 froggy nuggies.
And how many people got pissed off about him eating those eggs?
Yo, that was so funny. Yo, Twitter was so funny for like a week.
Well, I missed it.
Yeah, dude, that's.
Everyone was so upset that Grogu was eating the unborn babies, and then the people who were actually in the show were like, "Y'all are fucking retarded."
Even Din Djarin, the Mando, was like, "Please don't do that. Please stop. What did I tell you? Stop, please. This is so fucked up. You gotta stop."
No, but they were like actually like saying like boycott Mandalorian or whatever because they were like eating unborn kids.
They wanted the cancel
unborn
culture.
Fake alien kids were being eaten by a fake alien baby, and they want to cancel Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. That was Twitter for a week. It was hilarious.
Episode 3 is the Boca-Kun episode, right?
Yeah, when they land on the escort mission.
He gets rid of the fucking frog.
Everyone in the fucking Star Wars galaxy apparently immediately knows what Beskar is, and immediately tries to kill him over it.
Well, here's the thing. That the way I see it, obviously the Mandalorians are gonna know what Beskar is, and obviously the Imperials who are dealing with the Mandalorians know what Beskar is.
I get that, yeah.
And that's the only people we interact with.
No, the Gross Cthulhu pirates try to kill him over it.
Yeah, you got the.
That's true.
The fishermen that. I mean, but
Mon Calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, their legacy.
They're Quarren, aren't they? The guys with the tentacles. Those are Quarren.
Yes, the Quarren. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, the Mandalorian name and like. You gotta remember, like, there's the legacy that.
I get that,
but like
shit.
outside of the Mandalorian and outside of like the fucking season of the Clone Wars, the Mandalorians didn't get any representation. So like,
I mean,
as far as like canonically, no one fucking really cares about the Mandalorians or knows that much.
This is the same time period too, where people are like, "What the fuck is a Jedi?"
Yeah, and the Mandalorians are all but wiped out pretty much too, except for like the few that are still around.
Yeah,
like,
and those are hiding in sewers and shit.
Yeah.
So I just find it weird that everyone immediately knows Beskar. I get like Gideon and all the Imperials and like, you know, other Mandos obviously. Yeah. But I just find it a bit weird that everyone sees him in Beskar.
The Empire doesn't really use it. It's too expensive for them to practically use.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's money.
Well, I'm not sure if Beskar is kind of like the original Damascus.
Well, yeah, it's like salted, or it's like pure gold. Basically, yeah, like it has like a pure trade value.
Yeah, the Empire probably didn't use it because it's like the Mandalorians are the only ones that know the proper way to smelt it. Maybe
it was an Imperial ingot. It had the Imperial stamp on it. When he was originally.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point.
It's probably just like a banking thing. Like that's a little too deep for even me to start digging into.
It's too rare for as large as the Empire is to properly utilize it.
Yeah,
and practically utilize it because it costs them money to use it.
Yeah, I mean if they weren't already near indestructible as they already are, I'm sure Gideon would have loved a fucking Beskar plated Dark Trooper.
Oh yeah,
but just like even it's just not financially feasible.
Yeah. It's hard enough for Din Djarin to field an entire suit of Beskar armor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when Bo-Katan fucking saves him, by the way, and they take off her helmets, and he just looks like, "What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?" Excuse me?
And she calls him out for the cultists.
You're part of a religious cult.
You started that cult!
You're part of a religious cult. The what? The what?
I'm sorry.
What I love though is that what Din Djarin is a part of is literally like the old Republic Mandalorians.
Yeah.
Who fought for Mandalore, like the Mandalore. And then Bo-Katan is like the Clone Wars. It's literally like the ultimate Chad Mandalorians. And then like the Virgin Mandalorian.
100,
like that's what it is.
Absolutely.
It's like Omega Chad Din Djarin in fucking like Gatling Gun Boy back in back in like season 1. And then the people who grew up in the politicized Mandalore.
This is the shortest episode, isn't it?
I'm gonna be honest, all these episodes felt a lot way shorter.
And they are way shorter. They're like a good 15 minutes shorter than all of the episodes from season 1. Because season 1 was every single one from season 1 pretty much was 45 to an hour.
This one's only 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like half an episode.
There's one that's only 25 minutes, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it might have been episode 2.
I think episode 2 might have only been 25 minutes. And if one of them was going to be shorter, I'm glad it was episode 2.
Yeah.
This next one is my least favorite. the one with the well. Look, I love Cara Dune.
You think the Siege is your least favorite? I really like this.
Second, no. Well, no. I know
This
my
was
least
badass.
favorite. Well, my least favorite. I know this is not my least favorite, but it was one of the more like mid ones. They're good. It's good, but it's just not like my shit.
I definitely felt like it was a filler episode along with episode 2.
Well, this whole thing was like they have to find Gideon.
I'm confused by this episode because they hint to more of like the cloning shit here, and they talk about like the blood, but that still hasn't come up.
Well, it's because they keep kind of fucking with the plan, but it's going to come up. Oh wait, no, because they captured Gideon.
Yeah.
No, we'll have to see how they deal with that.
So the only reason the siege happened was because Din
they
Djarin's
accidentally
ship
stumbled on it.
Well, no, Din Djarin's ship was beat to fucking shit, and they had to go somewhere friendly.
No, it was fine. Remember, the chorus fixed it. He just had to pull like 6 ropes at the same time in a specific order, like while pumping the gas to crank his ship.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Episode 3 ended with Bo-Katan basically telling him to go find Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
He knew his ship could not fucking make it there. So he went to Navarro to get it actually fixed.
Yeah, I know the purpose, and it fits with the plot. It just feels...
And then, while he's on Navarro, fucking,
they ask for help.
Cara Dune and Greef Karga ask him to look in, or ask him for help to look into something, because they're getting some weird Imperial activity, like remnants of, like, the last attack that happened.
The only 2 parts from this episode that stuck out to me and I really, really love, though, was, 1, Baby Yoda stealing cookies.
Dude, stealing the macaron.
He's in fucking school. They put him in school.
and 2, when the goddamn scout troopers decide it's a good idea to drive their speeder bikes down a fucking rocky cliff.
That was so funny. And 3 of them die before they even hit the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like graphically, it looked cool as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they probably aren't supposed to do that, but holy fucking shit, they just tried to blow up our base. Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this episode kind of like, it fell to the wayside. It was more of a means to an ends than like its own episode.
It was cool to see like how Navarro changed and who knows how long, like the couple months, or
seeing Cara Dune being put on like the marshal position.
Yeah.
And Greef Karga going away from more like illegitimate business to more slightly legitimate smuggling.
And to bring up like Cara Dune, like the people that wanted her canceled because of Gina's comments.
Oh, fuck them, dude.
Yeah. It's like people actually
shit all the time. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. I honestly hope she gets a spinoff.
What did she... Do we want to say what she said?
It was... I think somebody wanted her to put, like, pronouns in her Twitter bio. So she put, like, Beep Bop in there instead.
Yeah, because
people got pissed off about it.
They got offended that they're like, can you please put pronouns in, because we think that you're gay, or like we think that you're non-binary or something. And then she's like, beep boop bop, obviously I'm a woman, kind of thing. And then people got offended by it.
So apparently something about like mass.
Yeah, she basically insinuated that it was dumb, that she would have to.
They got mad essentially that she didn't support their left, not to get political, their left-wing agenda.
It was just kind of like weird. They're like assuming things that they shouldn't assume, kind of thing.
Dude,
and then she kind of called them out on it.
I just say the dumbest shit all the time. Like, Mel Gibson still has a career. Can we calm the fuck down?
Yeah,
that's true. Gina Carano, best Disney princess.
Yep.
Mason, this is what I'm talking about though, where I would date a woman who could beat the shit out of me.
That's fair, because I would too in this case.
Are we going to the next episode? Because I don't have too much else to say.
Yeah, episode 5 was Ahsoka showed up.
Yeah, this is the Jedi, which is like...
This was so cool.
47 minutes of Rebels callbacks and like Jedi shit.
This was so fucking cool.
Just the opening scene, like, They didn't even show her for like the first couple minutes. Just the two lightsabers.
I've also always really liked Ahsoka.
So do you guys remember the Mobius, whatever, the arc where they go to like the Force planet in the Clone Wars, and like
yes,
yeah,
and the son and the father and the daughter.
The daughter is in this episode.
Was she?
The daughter
She's the owl who travels with Ahsoka.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I warned you. I'd have to spoil Rebels a little bit here, but she's traveling with Ahsoka still.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
That is.
I didn't know they even brought that back for Rebels.
Yeah, I watched Rebels, bro. So there's so much shit.
Well, the whole thing of like the Clone Wars one is like he kills them all, and then it's all like the chosen the prophecy's out there. There's no prophecy anymore. That's kind of like the whole thing.
That's why I love that arc in the Clone Wars though, because I fucking despise the prophecy shit. Well, I like what they've done with it now. Like in the book Master and Prince, they sort of play with it. Like even Dooku's like, yeah, they're cool, but you know, bullshit. But I liked how they use that as an alternate way to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch
Anakin
Rebels.
Did bring in that arc? Yes, man, you gotta take it down.
Yeah, the entire family got killed. So like, how the daughter is?
The daughter was the first to go.
I would go back and rewatch that arc in Clone Wars. Watch the last season of Clone Wars and then do Rebels. The first season of Rebels is a bit rough and doesn't have too much to do with like the cool shit, but after that it gets online.
Yeah.
Like the fourth season is just like cool Jedi shit.
Yeah, we never, because Rebels finished, or not Rebels. Season 7 of the Clone Wars came out and ended May 4th actually, so we never like talked about that either.
I think Mason still hasn't watched it.
Is it the one with all the like Order 66 stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I did. At least the first half.
Did you watch the Siege of Mandalore?
I don't believe so, actually.
Then you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They cover like the actual siege.
Yeah. What was it? The first 3 episodes where it just focuses on Ahsoka afterwards.
No, that's the
I didn't care for. I could skip.
The first 3 is the Bad Batch. Which
okay,
is awesome.
That's right.
The middle 3 is Ahsoka like afterward, which is kind of, I don't like it. It's not great. I'm with you. That's and the last 3 is the Siege of Mandalore, which is like, holy fucking shit! There are plans within plans. That's like how it goes. But so the daughter's still with Ahsoka, and I guess this is Ahsoka just Jediing around, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say at this point she's more of a gray Jedi.
She's always been after leaving the Order.
Well,
she's
I guess
always been like on the path of the gray.
Well, you say gray Jedi. She won't train Grogu because he has an attachment, which is not a gray Jedi thing.
Yeah.
Like a gray Jedi would have been like, yeah, no shit, people like people. That just happens.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like still like the Jedi Council. No attachments, cannot train. He'll turn dark side like Anakin.
Yeah. Well, you also got to remember
she witnessed it
she being
firsthand.
Anakin, Padawan, and like witnessing his downfall.
Yeah.
Does she ever meet Luke in Rebels?
Luke isn't in Rebels. Rebels takes place before A New Hope.
Yeah.
Like throughout all of Rebels, Luke is on a farm.
Okay.
Luke growing up.
Like the whole thing of Rebels is really that it's what's happening, like where the rebellion itself is coming from.
Okay.
It's the literal beginnings of the rebellion.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the closest they get to like Luke is when Maul shows up on Tatooine.
Literally,
that's like Obi-Wan versus Maul.
I've
seen that scene, and that is an incredible scene.
That is.
All you see of Luke is literally that little black figure on the horizon, running like to Aunt Beru. That's it. And Rebels sort of like touches stuff from the Clone Wars, but it tries to like not fuck with the movies too much. With the exception of like, the fan theory that Rex is in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, the on the forest moon of Endor.
Yeah. I think Filoni's like this is all just Filoni's big brain plan to see that one dude with a blue brace and the moon of Endor like, oh my god, it all makes sense.
Wait, what? I haven't seen that.
Rex is in Return of the Jedi.
Is he?
Yeah.
There's a dude. There's like a dude with a giant white beard, like Rex ends up having, and he has like Rex's like clone bracers on his arms in Return of the Jedi. You can look it up.
Oh
it all connects, Mason.
Oh my god, it all connects.
This is the canon. It connects, Mason.
It all connects.
This is Filoni, bro. He fucking saw that when he was fucking 5 years old. And he said, "Holy shit, it connects."
I'm gonna make this canon.
This is all gonna be canon now.
Captain Rex was in Endor. That's insane. I love this. I'm all on board on this one.
Yeah.
This is like the great shit about Star Wars.
Dude, how did you guys feel about Rosario Dawson? I feel like she did a great job.
She was like the bad chick with the spear, right?
No, she's Ahsoka.
Oh, she's Ahsoka.
Oh, as Ahsoka. Yes, that was excellent.
I only know her from
I think that was a perfect casting as well.
Yeah, I only know her from like the Marvel Netflix TV shows, but I fucking think she was excellent.
Has she been in anything apart from the Netflix stuff?
Actually, yeah, Men in Black 2, Josie and the Pussycats, Percy Jackson, The Olympians, The Lightning Thief, Zookeeper, and yeah, that's it. For the important stuff. And she's gonna be Ahsoka in the Ahsoka series that we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But they have that in here. They have the fucking Loth Cats showing up being. So what is the fucking Star Wars pet trade? Because Loth Cats are obviously from the planet Lothal.
I think people just shove them on their ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hawk them at any sort of.
So
thing.
how far?
You know, like in. Oh, I'm sorry for reference. In The Force Awakens, when they find Han and Chewie on the fucking weird like smuggling rig.
That's right. He's smuggling.
That's
animals.
what happens. They put them all in there and they just let them go crazy, and then they take all the babies to the fucking planet somewhere.
So is it like
Han Solo is in the pet trade.
Yeah.
So is it like the noodle armed like spice traders and the Chad pet traders?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down with that. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Again, I think The Force Awakens is a pretty shitty movie.
I think Force Awakens is the only decent one in the sequels. As far as like throughout the entirety of it. It remains consistently good.
It's just A New Hope reskinned.
I'm cool with that.
I'm not. That's not like. This is why I love Mandalorian. This shit shows like what Star Wars can be. We don't have to tell the same stories over and over again.
Oh, I'm aware. And that's why I love the Mandalorian far more than I like any of the sequel movies, easily.
Even the prequel movies have like their own story to tell and like their own shit. Like
every single one does bring something new.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not the same thing over and over again.
Just like the original trilogy does as well.
That's why
the original trilogy brings something new with every.
This is why I love The Last Jedi and hate The Force Awakens, and to the greatest extreme fucking possible, The Rise of Skywalker, because they're just the same shit over again.
Yeah.
The Star Killer base is just Death Star times 3, and whatever the fuck The Rise of Skywalker was just here's 100 Death Stars mounted on Star Destroyers that we made in secret somehow.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about it last year.
Yeah, like at least The Last Jedi, you could say it's like just this weird like chase for the whole fucking movie until they get to the planet. At least that's different. At least there's no new Death Star to deal with or some shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just so shit.
I know.
There's 45 really good minutes in that movie though. I agree. Last Jedi had some serious fucking like potential.
Do you mean The Rise of Skywalker has like 45 good minutes?
No. Rise of Skywalker has maybe 5 good minutes.
No, okay, listen. Until they start doing like the weird well, that's pretty shit, yeah. There's 20 good minutes in there.
Probably.
The Sith race scene is kind of neat.
How did they get there, though?
What?
How did they get there?
Don't Don't ask me that.
Through a
Let's be
magic
honest.
key that is in the shape of the Death Star, but it's ancient.
Yeah.
The
Let's
Sith
be honest.
dagger.
We all watched the movie once and decided that was good enough.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't rewatch that one. I've rewatched every Star Wars movie except that one.
That's the only one I haven't rewatched as well.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's been on Disney Plus too all year.
What do you think their numbers are like? Do you think there's a screen somewhere where they see how many times people have watched it? It's just like
Episode 4, 17 million. Episode 5, 15 million. Episode 6, 14 million. Episode 3, 27 million. Episode 7, 10 million. Episode 9, 3.
3. Very 3.2. Somebody watched like a
3.2. Someone
watched the
got
fifth of it
15
was like,
minutes
nope,
in and
nope,
just
nope.
I'm done.
The only time I put that on was my dad was over and hadn't watched it.
Oh Christ.
He watched
It was
like 40
weird
minutes
shit.
before leaving. Like, cause we had him over for dinner. As soon as
He's
they
like,
left,
I gotta go.
I'm out.
as soon as dinner was done and they left, I just skipped the rest of the movie. That way I didn't have it on my continue watching list.
Your dad is literally like the SpongeBob meme when your son puts on episode 9. I'ma head out.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
He wanted to watch it. I didn't even like.
Clearly
I told
he
him how
didn't.
bad it was.
Not that he didn't want to watch it that much.
Yeah.
Dude fucking dipped. Oh my
So
God.
I love this planet. I love seeing like a non-Empire affiliated like person or organization doing shit in the galaxy. Like, cause sometimes it's good to get away from the Empire remnants or whatever else is in the galaxy. There's so much shit in Star Wars. I like seeing this.
Outer Rim shit is so cool.
Which is like
this-
most of the galaxy's Outer Rim. If you look at
It
the
is,
map.
yeah. Like the Republic and Empire only exists within the core worlds,
Which is like
which
the
is like
right. Most of the,
only like a few like probably
like
100
40%.
parsecs away from like Coruscant.
no, well, Coruscant's like nearly next to the Outer Rim. Like I've seen a map. Like the
Yeah,
right
it's
side of the
nearly
galaxy.
it's next to the Outer Rim, and it's only there, like that's only their capital because one, it's in Ecumenopolis, and two, because it's so close to the Outer Rim, they can still kind of have like some pseudo control over the Outer Rim.
Yeah. Like the right side of the galaxy, like we got that about under control. The left side is like what? What do you mean? What left
Completely
side?
lawless.
What left side? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
But
That's why I'm
Tython
sort of-
was
Go ahead.
kind of under Imperial.
What was?
Because Tython, the planet they were on, because Ahsoka, the whole point of her being on the planet was trying to find out where who was it, Thrawn?
Well, because here's the thing. The Empire's supposed to be fucking dead right now. There's not supposed to be an Empire left. But this is like the beginnings of the First Order in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing here.
I don't want to spoil this part of Rebels, but the idea that Thrawn is back and they don't know where he is like, what?
Yeah.
How? How is that possible?
Yeah.
I like when her hunting Thrawn is like, oh fuck,
Mhm.
oh shit, oh fuck.
I can't wait for Ahsoka, the show, because I want to see her hunting down Thrawn.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I
be the
kinda
coolest
hope-
shit. I love the Thrawn books.
I haven't watched Rebels completely, like it's just been YouTube clips.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they explain, like, because I don't remember them talking about how she survived
They do.
in Rebels.
They do.
Like, did they? Or was
Yes.
it just implied?
They do.
Okay.
You get all the information you want.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the episode then.
Is it the same episode?
No.
Or is it in Rebels that I'm gonna have
It's in-
to?
It's in Rebels. You have to
Okay.
watch. You gotta do Rebels. It's great. There's the fucking Empire and Force shit. It's great. I've been fucking on this train
Isn't the first
for a
season
year.
though? Like the first season, Rebels is like Clone Wars Jar Jar levels of like.
No, fuck no. No, I would not say that. First season, I like it. I like it. Most people don't. I admit that. First season is like the clone episodes of Clone Wars, I
Those
would
are
say.
all good.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
I think they're all good. The seasons 2 through 4 are like all like holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Like
Okay,
season
so
7
there's-
level good.
There's 4 seasons.
Like the Rishi Moon episode of Clone Wars is what originally like hooked me onto that show and got me on that train. Like, all right, I
the first clone episode.
Yeah, the first Clone Wars, like the first clone episode on Rishi Moon, where like Heavy dies or whatever.
Oh
yeah, that was it. That's
the show's been out for
Clone Wars for good.
I'm happy though that like because Filoni wrote them too. It's all connected. He doesn't like drop shit.
No.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder. Maybe real canon is just everything Filoni's touched.
I'm mostly like trilogy. I am so upset with how much has been taken out of Clone Wars. Like how much never actually made it through, because he was gonna bring back Revan, he was gonna bring back he did bring back fucking Darth Bane, but we didn't get anything on it. But we didn't get anything on it.
And George Lucas
and Darth Bane, by the way, one of the best book trilogies for Star Wars out there.
Interestingly, George Lucas also made him, for some reason, change the name of Korriban to Moraban. So, yeah, I don't get that one. I think George thought it sounded more Sithy.
It doesn't.
No.
I know. I know, but that's what George said.
So, my hope is that they actually...
Is it the same planet? Is it supposed to be the same planet?
It's literally the map from KOTOR.
I know, but... God damn it, I hate that so much, because Darth Bane wasn't even buried on fucking Korriban that I know of. As far as I know, he's not supposed to be on Korriban anymore.
That's legend shit, damn it.
I know. But like, where's Martha Ragnos? Where's fucking Naga Sadow? Where's all these other Sith Lords?
The High Republic? Question mark?
That's all, like, that's the oldest of the old. Like the crafting of the first lightsaber.
Mason! Death is a concept invented by the Jedi.
Fuck.
I don't even know how to spell it. I know, I was being facetious. Like, Palpatine can live forever. Palps can. Why the fuck couldn't any other Sith Lord?
They could.
What?
They did.
Yeah.
Until they were struck down by their apprentices. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that was the only time a Sith ever died, was when they were killed by another Sith. Or, like, magically a Jedi. On a rare occasion, a Jedi.
Rule of 2 is on one hand great, on the other hand, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always an apprentice that you didn't quite get, like Darth Maul fucking spider-legging around.
Dude, it's infinitely better than the complete fucking shit show it was before.
Trevor, play KOTOR.
Darth Bane, like, created the Rule of 2, and, like,
if you want to watch a bunch of
bad.
Sith just beating the shit out of each other for 20 minutes.
Just KOTOR.
The first KOTOR's like that.
I'm pretty sure I have it on GOG, actually.
Yeah, so the first KOTOR,
like
that's all the Sith are fucking killing each other, because it's before the Rule of 2.
But like, because like Old Republic is like 10,000 years in the past. It's like just as the Sith were starting to exist, so people don't even know the difference between a Jedi and a Sith yet.
Okay, yeah, I have Knights of the Old Republic.
Play it.
It's fucking fantastic. But I like this episode. I sort of like the weird spear Beskar duel with Ahsoka.
No, I love that, and it set it up for the Gideon fight later so well.
Yeah, the only thing is that Ahsoka's like such a high tier Jedi. It's sort of weird.
She is, yeah.
That like this crime lord.
She was kind of just trying to get as much information out of her as she could.
You're right.
She
could have killed her.
Like, she could have used the Force. She could have played. She was playing with her in order to get as much information as possible, because she knows where Thrawn is.
You're right.
Yeah,
she had to take her alive. She couldn't just like force push stab.
No, because that's what it would have taken. Like use the Force to knock the spear out of her hand or whatever, and just stab her.
I also love her crony, who's like fighting Mando the whole time.
Who's like, I give up, and then tries to shoot him still.
Oh yeah,
he gets fucking put in his place.
Just like the standoff between them, where they're just like listening, like, sounds like you win.
Yeah, that was a great scene. Come any closer and I shoot.
So did you guys notice a detail? So comparing this fight to the Gideon one that we'll talk more about here shortly, the Beskar steel did not light up or like look like it got warm when Ahsoka was dueling. But when the fight with Gideon,
well, here's the thing: Ahsoka's got white lightsabers, and the flash of it like covered like half your screen.
yeah,
I see what he's saying.
The
like, with
dark
the
saber is the dark saber, and it doesn't create much of a flash.
Yeah,
As
but
well,
at the same time, like,
no, the dark saber is one of the like strongest lightsabers ever created, and that's why like it's such a symbol. Is because
like,
it was the only lightsaber ever created by a Mandalorian, the
only
Mandalorian Jedi.
By the way, Rebels recannons that, so you're good.
Yeah, I'm glad
I like
that Darksaber made it into like canon again.
Yeah,
it was such a cool fucking thing in the comics.
No, I mean it
was back in Clone Wars, so it was always
it was always canon.
I'm with you though.
No, I mean like before, like because I think it was an original Legends comic that got flushed on the Disney thing.
No, because it was in Clone Wars.
It's still
I know, but obviously when it was put in Clone Wars, I'm glad Disney recanonized it because
the Clone Wars
after Disney bought it, it got decanonized with everything else.
The next episode is my least favorite. I don't actually like it.
Is this the Boba one?
This is the Titan one.
Tragedy. This is the tragedy.
So
where they kidnap
I've got
Baby
several
Yoda.
things of why I love this.
Okay.
I get a hard on when they say Tython because Tython is another thing from the Old Republic that like Tython existed in the Old Republic. Word for word, it was like the first Jedi temple existed on Tython.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the Jedi Order was on Tython.
Why did they use Mike Tyson's own pronunciation of his last name to name a planet?
Because Mike Tyson was the first Jedi. Cobra. Didn't you know that?
We didn't used to have lightsabers. We had light boxing gloves.
We had Galva knuckles.
Christ.
But the tragedy. Probably one of my favorite episodes.
Here's my thing. I love Boba coming back for his fucking armor. I adore that.
I love Boba.
I love Boba.
Like,
I don't think I like Fennec. I don't think.
Wait, what?
I don't think I like how Fennec gets brought into this. I guess.
Fennec?
Yeah, how they brought her back.
Yeah, Fennec's like the assassin.
Shand? You don't like Fennec Shand?
No, I do like Fennec, but I don't like how they did it because like they're like, oh yeah, just kill her in the first season. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of a waste of a pretty good character. And then they bring her back. She's just kind of like indebted to Boba. I don't know.
They show Boba in season 1. You see him walk up to her.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm cool with it.
It's just kind of weird. Like that's her life now. Is just like serving Boba.
It's
cool and it works for her. And like I end up liking it, but I don't think I liked how they just kind of like really quickly brought her back with very little explanation and just like, oh yeah, he saved me.
I think we'll
shows
get more on
the weirdest
those two.
Fucking cybernetics that we've seen in all of Star Wars.
No, it's not. Maul has that shit like on lock.
But like, it's just open, and it's a little bit too well done.
Yeah, too clean
to have been Boba in the middle of the fucking desert with no resources to just be able to do that.
You also bring this up with the spider legs all the time.
Well, here's my thing: is like, yeah, I think the spider legs are fucking retarded. Maul did that himself in a fucking junkyard.
Yeah.
Like, she had to have gone to like some kind of doctor for this because of like it's well done and it's an important organ stuff that have been replaced.
It's a lot of important shit down there.
But they didn't bother covering it with like skin. Like it was kind of like just a weird. It's a weird use of the cybernetics. Like at least Luke's looks like a hand. Luke's hand looks like a hand.
But at the same time, you also gotta remember like
but
the
no,
CGI and like, well, the CGI and stuff like that far back, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're like in the future. We're even more in the future. And he obviously went to a professional for this. I just don't know why they wouldn't cover up. I just don't know why they wouldn't cover up the cybernetics. That's my only thing. Why don't they cover up the cybernetics? Because that's important shit that you don't want just out in the elements.
Isn't Darth Vader pretty much like out in the open besides like his cloak and armor?
No,
Like if he takes off his helmet and like his chest plate, don't you see he's like all like fucking melded with?
He's got an entire fucking like suit
life support system. Yeah,
yeah. The like inside of his suit is gelled because he's literally a burn victim.
Yeah.
He's got like constant like salve on his skin from the suit.
I see what you're saying.
Like he's fully covered is my point.
Yeah.
All like they didn't leave anything. It's all completely covered. He can only take his helmet off in the damn meditation chamber. This chick just literally like if she takes off her like if she lifts her shirt a bit, like you just see all of her insides.
You may get the answers you want in the Book of Fett.
I hope I do.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Book of Boba. That's easily like my most excited for on this entire list is seeing more Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Ahsoka might be a little bit higher than that.
Really?
I have always loved Ahsoka.
We'll get there. I'll tell you what I'm most excited for because we're gonna have to talk about it.
And I love the idea of her hunting down Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
This episode also showed us like how weak their fucking armor is. The stormtroopers.
I mean, it's always been like that. Like
where he just breaks it with a gaffy stick.
Yeah, before he gets his suit.
I mean, I don't mind that because it's like plasteel. I'm down with that. I don't understand the point of plasteel though when the stick breaks it and it's obviously not blaster proof.
Yeah,
it's not blaster proof. Yeah, I don't know what is it supposed to do.
Yes,
what is it supposed to protect them from?
What the fuck is the point of plasteel?
Yeah.
Is it just a uniform? Is it just supposed to make them not be able to hit shit? Like,
just can't see shit. Yeah,
that's literally like the meme. Is every single time a character puts one on, they're like, I can't see anything in this.
I don't understand the point of plasteel.
I don't either.
Is it like grazing shots of blaster fire are supposed to like?
Yeah, it'll protect against grazing shots. It is a layer. But the thing is, like, direct blaster fire straight up murks them every time.
If it was just like...
And there's no way in hell it would protect against, like, a conventional weapon.
If it was just like... I don't know.
Like the Mandalorian slug throwers.
Yeah.
You mean the fuck you Jedi gun?
The fuck you Jedi gun.
Space wizard.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Was anyone else a little bit upset going into the season though that like when he was told to find Baby Yoda's people, I thought they were gonna go find like.
I thought they were gonna find his species, not just like try to find Luke.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took his Jedi. When I heard it, I was like, we're gonna find out all about Yoda species. It's gonna be
that's
great.
what I was getting excited for. We're gonna go see Yoda in his crazy fucking hut on fucking Dagobah.
Darjan's gonna go to fucking Dagobah and pass out from the fucking gas getting trapped in his helmet. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna see what the fuck happened to Yaddle. Actually, I think Yaddle dies in a comic in canon.
I mean, it probably isn't canon anymore.
No, it is canon. It is a canonized. It is a canon comic that was released after Disney bought him, and I'm pretty sure she dies protecting a group of younglings on another planet. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I forgot to bring it up. Episode or chapter 13. First time we see a Mandalorian get hit with a lightsaber, like in Beskar.
It was supposed. It was cut out of episode 2. It was in episode 2, and they cut it. Because they didn't have time to film it. Mace Windu, episode 2, Attack of the Clone. Mace Windu and Jango Fett were supposed to fight in the arena, and he was going to show him blocking with the Beskar and everything, but they decided it was too much to explain because they hadn't introduced Beskar or anything.
Damn it!
Because all of that was supposed, like back then, that scene was supposed to be in there, and instead Jango Fett gets cut down like a little bitch, like in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, right.
After being such a badass all like the entire episode, Mace Windu just he had him at a disadvantage, but like he was supposed to like make him work for it.
Yeah. Damn it! Like that would have been cool to see.
Yeah, no. Originally, that was supposed to be there. I think it was filmed and everything.
It's probably the weakest episode of the prequel trilogy, but.
What?
Nah.
Over episode 1?
Phantom Menace was easily the weakest. There's 30 minutes of pod racing in episode 1, dude. And I like pod racing, but like...
Now this is pod racing!
They're close in my opinion.
Anakin also, like, as a kid, commits war crimes.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that. There's also 45 minutes of fucking just, like, Gungans.
I mean, yeah.
Isn't that what we do Star Wars? Just 45 minutes of Gungans fucking around?
I learned through Clone Wars seasons 1 through 2. I did not want that at all.
Christ. Everyone, whenever you, like, need a minute to, like, calm down about Star Wars, just remember that Jar Jar Binks distracting a diplomat so ships could fly in a window behind him to give supplies to, like, a military operation.
Or when everyone thought that Jar Jar Binks was a Jedi.
Yeah.
And feared for their lives.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Jedi! Blast him!
I actually
Jedi?
don't...
Where?
I don't hate the prequels, but episode 1's rough.
Episode 1 is rough. The Darth Maul fight's there, and it's excellent.
I gotta complain about the tragedy, though.
Yeah.
I get it. Stormtroopers don't hit often. But, like, there's so much blaster fire, and
Fennec was at a heavy disadvantage, and she was doing way too well for the position she was in.
And, like, the open, like, and all...
With
like,
a sniper rifle.
This whole episode is just a Power Rangers episode.
It kind of is, yeah. It's even on, like, the same scene that a Power Ranger episode would be filmed in.
Yes, exactly. And don't get me wrong, I love Fat Boba. I love Boba, like, beating the shit out of people with sticks, sees the Razor Crest. I'm gonna get my motherfucking armor. I'm gonna show this motherfucking Mando what the fuck's up. Gets his fucking armor, comes out, sets bitches on fire. Yep. And then, like, the second he's got him, he's like, Mando, come here. Look at this. Click. You see that? That's my daddy. Mando, you see it? Acknowledge me! Yeah, I see it. Alright. You shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
This belonged to my father.
You mean you know it?
My father.
I love all that shit. But, like, the action itself is pretty bad. I like Slave 1, like, dogfighting and dropping the ion bomb.
The ion bomb? Like, I legitimately jumped out of my seat when the ion bomb happened.
But
I could not contain my excitement when the not the
ion bomb.
It's called a sonic charge.
Yeah,
it's called a sonic line, a sonic charge or whatever. And
they dropped that next episode.
No,
no, it's this episode when he's flying up to the ship to try and, like, stop them from flying away with Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's right. And then they tell him to come back.
Yeah,
they tell him to call it off so he doesn't kill the kid.
So
Roger.
I don't like the Dark Troopers here because they don't seem like they just fly down.
They just fly down,
Yoda,
grab the kid, fly up.
Which, like, when I was watching this show, like, what the fuck was that? That was a Dark Trooper? It flies? Great.
It wasn't
that was the whole point.
Yeah,
like,
well, it wasn't until, like, the last episode we saw them actually kick the shit out of Din Djarin.
I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. But for an introduction, it wasn't great.
Yeah, no, like, as well, realistically, he would have sent the whole fucking battalion down, because we know how many he's got down there.
It was like...
If you release 4, you've got 20 of them up there. They could have slaughtered them.
It amounted to me, like, fucking quoting Finn from The Rise of Skywalker. They can fly now?
Yeah,
literally. And then quoting, like, John Bodega. Yeah, they've been able to fly since Clone Wars. What the fuck is...
Yeah, they've always flown.
I didn't get
Jet troopers have always been a thing.
Yeah. It just wasn't a good introduction for the Dark Troopers, I didn't think.
One of my
so badass later.
As well was Din Djarin leaving his jetpack like behind when they get attacked. Like
doesn't have it. It's just an excuse for him not to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a Deus Ex Machina for, like, the plot.
Yeah.
This is the worst episode.
They also fire that, like, the back rocket for the first time this season, and then they do it 3 times during the season.
Oh. No, this isn't the first time. First time's episode 1.
Yeah,
no, my point is, like, this season, like, the entire last season, when he had it for, like, the 2 episodes, he didn't use the back rocket. And then this one, they use it constantly, and then they don't explain how he gets the damn rockets back. It's not like he stops and buys a bunch of rockets, spray paints them silver.
9 movies, 2 full animated series, we finally get to see the back rocket fire.
Yep.
I'm with you. It's great. It's finally happened. We got it. It took fucking.
We
40
knew it
years
was a
of Star
back
Wars.
rocket.
We knew what it did.
Yeah.
We just
said so
wanted to see
in
it.
the Star Wars sticker books.
The sticker books, and
Yeah.
those are canon.
Those are canon. Official. The official.
Well, there's one other thing. Oh, I don't know why Boba Fett flies up, sees like the small version of a Star Destroyer, and says the Empire's back.
The Empire's back.
That's like, is he excited to get his best employer back?
I think he's upset because he didn't actually succeed in his job.
You mean his homeboy Vader's dead?
Yeah.
No disintegration this time. Damn it. Shit.
Oh, there goes the fun.
How else am I supposed to do it?
But this episode was just like, for me. I don't know. I just felt like the ball got
it was
dropped
definitely a
on it.
weaker episode. Other than just like the 5 minutes I got to just fanboy over Boba Fett kicking the shit out of people finally.
Wait,
After-
it's a 33-minute episode. Like,
But like,
that's a great
it took
bit, but,
30 years for them to show badass Boba.
Yes.
Yeah.
We knew he was capable of it for 30 years. More than that, actually. 40 years.
We saw him
About
get his
40
ass beat.
years, we've known how badass Boba Fett actually is as a Mandalorian, as a bounty hunter, and just like as a skilled individual. And then finally we see it.
I'm with you.
And
I'm
Tamora
with you.
Morrison revives this character so well.
Yeah.
The next episode, though, is the best episode in the entire series.
Yeah.
Without
Yes,
question.
this was incredible.
Bill Burr is great. Boba and Mando are great. I didn't care for The Godfather. What? Sorry, referencing a meme. I love the format though of just Boba saying something stupid and fucking Jar going or
Yeah,
Jar
right.
Going, what?
The new meme format is so good. The fuck?
It was
Go ahead.
It was cool seeing Boba get his armor repainted.
This is also where we see, like, we really start to see Din Djarin kind of relaxing and realizing, like, maybe I don't have to follow all of the rules of the cult I was in.
I was about to say.
I don't know if that's the case. It's more of it's like he's willing to break.
He's
his own
willing
code.
to break his code for the sake of others and himself.
Also, when they're fighting the pirates and they're like about to be fucked, and the fucking like Empire rolls in with the TIE fighters, and like all the Empire is like cheering, like yeah, Empire!
Oh, yeah.
I'm over there like yes, Empire for the Vader.
It's so good.
I'm into it. I was into it. It's great. Oh, and the best fucking scene of the entire show when fucking Bill Burr is. Oh, actually, I gotta roll back.
Where he's like having to deal with the officer
Mayfield's-
gloating about Operation
yes.
Cinder.
So Operation Cinder, help me out here, is basically the Emperor telling everyone that if he died, you need to go burn some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, so Operation Cinder was like, it was in Battlefront 2. It was basically like the whole thing of Battlefront 2's campaign.
A part of the campaign.
Yeah, it was the whole thing of Battlefront 2's campaign where like the Emperor dies. It's literally like do everything you can to destroy everything you can.
Okay.
Do not like make the New Republic work for it and leave them nothing to salvage.
But it's mostly
Leave
like
them
the
broken.
Empire core worlds. The cores of the Empire where like the diehards were. They got these orders because they knew they would do it.
Yep.
What is the fucking?
That's the whole thing of. That's like the whole aftermath as well. The whole thing with the aftermath.
This might be a bit too deep, like lore wise. What the fuck is the accent of like the Empire like supposed to be?
It's Imperial, like British.
But the guy here is like thick, fucking like Southern.
South, yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing is like it's supposed to be. At least in the Old Republic lore, it was like a Droman Kos accent, which is like the birthplace of the Sith Empire.
Yeah. Are the Sith still a species? Because that's one of the things I did not like.
The Sith species has now died out.
But
they used to be a species, and they were the foundings of the dark side.
That's
why the dark side has like kind of coined that name.
I never liked that it came from like a single species, to be honest.
Well, they were like, it's just like formally they were the first ones to use the Force in the dark side.
Yeah,
kind of like how
kind
of like how magic is called magic instead of like its own like this is the Force. It is the Force, but it's like
their version
of it. The Night Sisters version of the Force is called magic. The Sith's version really of the Force was the dark side.
Yeah.
It's just their version of the Force.
Also, Star Wars do more shit with magic. I fucking love magic.
Magic is fucking cool. Shout out to Jedi Fallen Order.
Shout out to fucking Jedi Fallen Order. Shout out to fucking Clone Wars. The best episodes of Clone Wars following Asajj Ventress.
Oh my god.
Shout out to fucking Rebels.
Fucking Asajj Ventress, Savage Opress, Darth Maul.
Savage Opress, dumbest name in fucking Star Wars. Pretty good character.
Yeah.
Filoni, you phoned in on that one. I'm sorry, Holmes.
I mean, the other guy's name was Maul. Like, it's not much better.
It's Darth Maul. It's slightly better. How long do you think Count Dooku thought about Darth Tyrannus?
Darth Tyrannus. Well, no, I guarantee you Palpatine gave him that name, just like he gave Anakin Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Darth Tyrannus.
I also like the alien pirates. I thought they were a cool design.
Yeah.
I don't know what their species name's supposed to be.
Which alien? Oh.
I feel like we've seen them before, and...
Oh, you mean on... Okay. Yeah, I don't remember too much, like, of what they looked like of this episode. They might be Weequay, but I don't think so. Because we haven't seen a live-action Weequay yet. And Weequay are basically, like, what's the one, like, really awesome... Hondo. He's a Weequay.
How do you not know Hondo? He's the best Star Wars
because I haven't watched
Clone
Clone Wars in several years, but I know Hondo. I know Hondo by name, like I can see his face and I know his species is a Weequay.
Can I spoil something for you?
Yeah.
He do be in Rebels.
Yeah, I figured.
And he the best they ever been. Okay, so apparently they don't have a name. They're called Vorg Alsum species for the time being.
Okay.
Whoever the fuck Vorg Alsum is. A prisoner of the New Republic? That's all. That's all they got. Fuck us. Alright.
It was interesting watching the fight, though, because then, like, being used to...
Oh, them, like, busting out of the fucking
his Beskar.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! And Bill
as
Burr
he's
in the
trying
driver's seat, like, oh.
Yeah, as he's trying to fight off the pirates, like, trying to use his armor. Not his,
yeah, his armor's
the
getting
Imperial
busted.
armor. Yeah.
This is pretty badass.
But that, the seismic charge at the end.
That was what I needed.
That
fucking great.
That is on par, in my opinion, with the M1 ping.
It really is. It's just the grand ping, but for Star Wars, where everything goes silent and you just get the BWOW! Oh my god. So nice. Best part about episode 2 was hearing that sound.
Yeah.
I loved everything about the last episode as well. I don't know what part of the plan was Boba to like drop them off though and then fuck off. And go kill Jabba's what's his name? The guy that took Jabba's place. He has a name.
Yeah, it's Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna, yeah. He just fucked off though and didn't help with like the rest of the op.
Well, like his whole thing was the distraction to get him in. And if he had stayed in the space, he would have gotten shot up by the fucking Star Destroyer.
Would have been a interesting interaction with
and then they'd have no way out.
Yeah.
He comes back and gets them.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Well, they don't show it, but like that's what happens. He's supposed to come back and get them once the op is complete. Like he's got like a timer of when to come back.
Okay, I guess
no, because
or do they just leave in a TIE fighter? They might just leave in some TIE fighters.
Probably leave in like some TIE.
No, because
or a shuttle.
Remember, Bo-Katan's deal was that they kept the ship.
They did
take back Mandalore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they kept the ship.
So, but he would have had to come back for Fennec or something.
Because otherwise, like,
or met him somewhere.
They must have. Yeah, they probably met him, or like, yeah, they probably radioed him and told him to come back.
Because I didn't even think about it, but Trevor, you're totally right. Because otherwise, there would have been a situation where Boba and Luke would have seen each other, and Boba been like, "Oh
No,
shit.
the best memes are like
shit."
the fucking oh man, the Umbrella Academy meme where they're like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And it's literally like Boba leaving the system and Luke coming into the system.
Is that the slave one? Is that fucking kid with the lightsaber?
Is that kid who did a flip to catch a lightsaber out of a droid's head? That shit was awesome. The best memes are coming from this fucking season, dude.
Yeah.
But this made the Dark Troopers look badass. I thought they were fucking great now.
It was great watching Den getting his ass beat by the one.
Yeah, because it's like, it's resistant blaster fire, it's literally a robot, and it's like trying to punch through his fucking Beskar steel helmet, giving the poor dude a concussion.
He's just getting concussed, like, it's Beskar, you ass! That's why
he's putting a dent into the Durasteel wall of the Star Destroyer. They punch through a blast door.
Yeah.
And I also love how they punch through a blast door. It's really just like
going for the glass. Yeah.
They just like set up where they're going. Like they just pick a spot and just punch until they get through.
Yep. It's crazy.
It was great watching Kara's character.
Oh my god, like having her gun jam. She's trying to fix it. I think that works. And then the badass scene of her just mowing the fuckers down on the way to the bridge. So good.
That was the proper way, like if they wanted to do like an all-female thing. And I'm gonna go to Avengers Endgame.
This felt so good.
Where it was forced.
And
like
I
this just felt so natural.
I have a lot of problems with Avengers Endgame. That was the worst scene in the entire Marvel franchise.
I love Endgame. I think Endgame is an incredible film. You're right. That is that is the worst part of that movie.
That's the worst part of the franchise, dude.
I
agree. So shit.
Iron Man 2, but yeah.
Captain Marvel's worse than Iron Man 2, dude. I fucking hate Captain Marvel.
Fuck off. Captain Marvel's great.
It is some some great parts, but I hate the character. I hate the actress. Like, I do not like Captain Marvel.
Insufferable.
So going on a little sidetrack. There's rumors that they're kicking Brie Larson out of the MCU.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just
she's impossible to work with.
Yeah, I see that. You're a fucking rumor mill a day, Trevor.
I mean, this is like his shit, dude. Fucking Marvel news.
I mean, I could see it. I like her acting, but she's just such a pain to work with, I'm sure.
Yeah. Even when she came out and was talking about how she doesn't want, like, white men to go, like, review a movie. Captain Marvel. Like.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, like, I enjoyed the movie. I think it's probably the worst of the MCU as far as, like, total movies. But I did enjoy it. Like, it is a high bar.
That's fair. Yeah.
There's some worse movies, obviously. Like, I think Iron Man 2 is definitely, like, the worst movie. Or Thor Dark World is probably the worst movie in the entire series.
I actually like Dark World a lot.
I don't hate Dark World. I just think it's probably the weakest.
I'll tell you the truth.
Obviously, Iron Man 2 is the weakest, but...
This is gonna make me an outcast to everyone. I think the worst Marvel movie is The Winter Soldier. I
don't like Winter Soldier either. I don't like it.
Everyone thinks it's the best shit.
Nope.
It's the pinnacle.
I don't
like Winter Soldier.
Nope, I don't like it.
All right, we come together, Mason, in our hate of a beloved movie.
So these rumors,
Civil War's good.
I just looked it up.
It's not. I don't think Civil War's the best one either, though.
Posted on 12/8 last year that Brie Larson's rumored to be out, and that they might replace her with Katie Sackhoff or Gina Carano.
Katie.
No, Gina Carano. I love her.
Katie Sackhoff.
I believe Bo-Katan. Is that who?
Carano's fucking.
Yeah. So Katie Sackhoff is.
That's not gonna work. She's too.
I agree. But I like her.
She's too built for that. I think. I love the girl. Yeah. She's just a little too much.
I think there are better. I think there are better roles for her. If she were to be introduced in the MCU, like She-Hulk would be really cool.
Oh, she'd make a great She-Hulk.
She'd make a great She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like legitimately. Not even memeing.
I feel like they casted somebody
We
already.
gotta get back to Star Wars. It is gonna be a fucking 5-hour podcast.
Yeah.
So
that fight between Moff and
Gideon
Jin was
and Din Djarin, yeah, where Moff Gideon's just
Wonderful.
trying to be a fucking underhanded asshole the whole time.
it's fascinating to watch two not Jedi have a lightsaber battle.
It's pretty badass, yeah.
I know it's a spear, but like that's what this was really.
Yeah. It's like lightsaber versus a vibroblade.
And the whole
a
time,
lightsaber won't cut through a vibroblade. A vibroblade's made to fight a lightsaber.
Yeah, and the whole fucking time, Bo-Katan is like, "You leave Gideon for me. Leave Gideon for me." And Jar is just like,
He didn't let me leave him for you.
Yeah.
He was with the kid. My job was to go get the kid. He was there waiting.
I find it super weird that, like, despite being of the Zealot faction, he doesn't know about the Darksaber.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because originally Mandalore, like, this was, I think the Darksaber came way after, like, the Old Republic Mandalore. I think it's New Republic. Like, I think it's gonna be like New Republic, like 200 years before.
Oh, High Republic, you mean?
Or High Republic, yeah. I think it's High Republic.
Even then, like, the whole point of Death Watch is like the traditions of Mandalore, and like the Darksaber is one of those like traditions.
Yeah,
I feel.
Well, the original Mandalore didn't have the Darksaber. The original Mandalore all wore the same suit of armor. The armor of Mandalore was passed down to the Mandalore. That was originally how it worked.
I'm trying
to
figure out
that's probably the way that Din Djarin knows it. Is that the armor of Mandalore gets passed down. Because the Darksaber, I'm pretty sure, was High Republic era when it was built.
I'm trying to figure out. The Darksaber was kept in the Jedi Temple until it was taken by members of House Vizsla during the fall of the Old Republic. So no, that's Old Republic, man. Okay.
But my point is, back then there was no Darksaber because it was still in the Jedi Temple. This was like, then in that case it was ancient.
Yeah. So.
And this is like an order from the Old Republic, where there was no Darksaber once again, because the Darksaber was in the Coruscant Temple where no one knew about it. I would expect
the Darksaber though to at this point be like a mythological thing, like the story of Hercules, though, that he would have heard of. It just struck me as a little bit weird.
It's just not. It's not Din Djarin's concern because he has no. He has no interest in being Mandalore or in reclaiming Mandalore, and that's another thing as well. Is like Bo-Katan did not grow up in a Mandalore where there was a Mandalore.
That's the thing. She helped found Death Watch. She helped found it.
Yeah.
Or she was like one of the main members at a point, if she didn't help found it. I'm not sure if she helped found it. So it makes it even weirder that she's so, like, I don't get this scene. So he basically goes up to her with the Darksaber, take it. And Gideon's like, that doesn't work that way.
I yield to you.
That doesn't work that way.
I yield this to you. And she still won't take it.
Yeah. Which also is kind of weird to me because I don't get why she wouldn't, because it's not like she actually gives a shit.
Yeah, and as far, like, unless... Well, how did Gideon earn it?
He must have beat the shit out of her. Like, because she lost it at some point. She did have it.
And she knows Gideon has it.
Yes.
Well, in Rebels, I know that she's given it.
By the end of Rebels,
it is not won in combat.
No, it's
and the houses acknowledge it.
Which
makes her the leader.
Makes me wonder if maybe that didn't work out, and that's why she didn't become Mandalore. You know?
Yeah, maybe they didn't actually respect her enough to let her lead. Because she didn't earn it.
So eventually she loses it, and now she's trying to earn it back through an actual, like, combat so that she...
I think the problem here is that we just don't have any information regarding Bo-Katan and how this fucking happened.
Well, this is the same thing with fucking Boba Fett. That there's just, like, this, like, people losing really important shit.
The difference is we're getting a Boba Fett show.
I guess, but I don't see Boba Fett trying to become Mandalore either.
No, he doesn't care about Mandalore. He doesn't care about the Mandalorian creed. All he cares about is honoring his father. In fact, they do a thing where they change the paint on his helmet slightly from the yellow stripes of, like, I don't remember what the yellow stripes meant, but the red stripes meant honoring. I think. Yeah, like vengeance to honoring one's heritage. is like the red stripe. So like it shows like he's now in the mindset of honoring his father in the way of making his way through the galaxy like his father before him.
So I guess I just have to keep in my head, Candy Trevor, that like they just didn't accept that because like
Yeah, that's the only way that like to explain it really.
Yeah.
But I do love Gideon's smug ass like that. It'll work like that.
Oh my goodness. I love Gideon's like laughing at a single X-Wing and then, oh shit, a single X-Wing. And then seeing fucking just Luke cutting through and by the way, this fucking scene of Luke cutting through
perfect
like, the ship is so good.
It's so perfect that they couldn't kill one and Luke can just like
well yeah, I mean the lightsaber would cut through it clearly. And he's a master. This is after he's a true Jedi master. He's completed his training.
It also gave rise to perhaps my favorite meme from Mando so far, which is Vader with him in the elevator. Like, all right, I got some sick shit you can try in this hallway.
I too have a badass hallway scene like my father before me. Oh, because like Gideon probably realizes that it was a Jedi that took down Palpatine.
I mean,
and Vader on the second Death Star.
Well, I think people probably know about Luke a fair bit, especially up in the upper echelons at this point, because like he's the hero of the Republic.
He destroyed the first Death Star as well.
Yeah. So I'm sure like he knows that it's Luke. I at first was a bit annoyed that Luke showed up because like of course he's the Jedi that came, but then I thought about like, oh yeah, there's like 3 of those left.
Yeah, there's like 3 left. Ahsoka already said she wouldn't train him. So when Grogu reached through the Force, someone had to answer. And my first thought was maybe it's going to be Cal Kestis because the actor looks just like the character. It's literally mocap from him. He's a great actor and he would be perfect for this scene. And then I was thinking, well, Luke's literally at this point in time training Jedi.
Yeah.
He has an entire echelon of students, including Ben, or maybe not at this point in time, but eventually Ben.
Yeah. Which does bring the question though, like something else has to happen to Grogu.
Yo, Kylo fucking kills Grogu, or Grogu leaves the academy.
Exactly.
He either leaves and rejoins Din Djarin, or Kylo Ren fucking kills him.
Yeah, well,
unless they actually go through with making the Disney trilogy non-canon.
No way.
I don't think they'll make the entire trilogy non-canon. I don't see that happening.
Or at least like parts of it.
Listen, if you will eat The Last Jedi, I'll eat The Force Awakens, and we can forget Episode 9. Let's just all do that.
Yeah, right? We can pretend Episode 9 never happened, that I never spent those $15 on that movie ticket.
Because they're, what is it, 20 years, I think, between The Mandalorian and probably the next trilogy?
Well, it's about 20 years between Episode 6 and Episode 7, I think. And this is a couple years after Episode 6.
This is 5 years after.
It's about 5 years, so it's probably like 15 years left before the next trilogy truly begins. Like Rey's probably been dropped on Jakku.
I'm looking it up as well. So from Return of the Jedi to The Force Awakens is 30 years.
Okay. So yeah, it's probably still like 20 years then.
We still have like 20 to 25 years.
Yeah.
So there's a good possibility Grogu's trained and like left?
No, because he's fucking baby. Well, we have no fucking clue how he ages.
We also don't know the timeline of when Ben turns evil and kills the entire academy. It's probably like only 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
And yeah, Grogu might be young for fucking 100 years.
Or he could like start rapidly growing now because like different species grow at different rates. We have no clue.
He was also in like an almost sort of stasis for 30 years.
Yeah, like Grogu could like age the equivalent of 10 years like mentally in the next like 6 weeks. We have no idea.
Well, even then, he's completely capable of advanced thought. It's just a matter of communication. And I don't know if that's trauma or if it's just he literally can't talk because he's like in a quote unquote physically an infant, because he was able to communicate just fine with Luke and Ahsoka, and they they were having full conversations through the Force.
Through the Force.
I thought
Grogu was fully capable of the Force.
I thought Ahsoka did mention that it was trauma from.
Yeah, no, he's
Order
absolutely
66.
traumatized, and that's what blocked his connection to the Force so much, and why it's just slowly coming back. And that same thing happens in Knights of the Old Republic 2. That's like the whole basis of your main character is that you've blocked your own connection to the Force out of trauma.
In fairness, every fucking Yoda species that becomes a Jedi probably has at least 6 Jedi Masters die on them before they become a Padawan.
I don't know about Padawan.
Well, you know what I mean, because it lives so damn long.
Well, they're probably a master, but like Yoda was probably a master for like 300 years.
Yeah. But Yoda was like 900, right?
Yeah, he was like 900 when he died.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know when he joined the Order.
Well, here's the thing.
He's gonna be in High Republic.
we're gonna start talking about like the future projects now, right? I think we're done talking about the Mandalorian. We all fucking loved it.
This was insanely good. This was exactly what I wanted out of season 2 of Mandalorian.
If you click on the link I posted, that's like the announcement post for the Book of Boba Fett.
I didn't pull that one up. Give me a minute.
It's like 3 paragraphs. But if you look at it, it says something I honestly didn't expect. The Book of Season 3 of The Mandalorian will go into production next year. I didn't think there'd be a Season 3 when I saw the Book of Boba Fett. I thought that Book of Boba Fett was like the equivalent.
Replacing.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect it to end. Because we still have Din Djarin, who's not going to be in Book of Boba, most likely.
Yeah, but I'm happy if Din Djarin's story was over at that point.
But that's why I think that he's going to get Grogu back. Because Grogu has to put that little ball on the hilt of his lightsaber.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Well, something has to happen to Grogu. They're not going to kill him at the Jedi Temple.
They might.
They're not.
I don't think they will either. But they might.
They're not. They can't. They can't kill my little Grogu.
Maybe he goes and leaves with Cal Kestis.
Maybe.
I just really want Cal Kestis to come back.
They're making another Fallen Order, dude. That game was super well received, and fucking EA has to use that goddamn license.
Assuming they get to keep the license. But yeah, they probably will keep the license.
They didn't sell that for full price, all right? A full 60?
No.
Didn't they mark that one down?
Fallen Order was full 60. Squadrons was 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Both of which, their most recent games, were fucking incredible. So they're probably keeping the license.
I don't know if they're like. That's the issue, though. They shouldn't fucking sell the license like that. Just give it out, like, on a case-by-case basis. Why the fuck are we giving the exclusive license to one publisher?
Well, that's the thing, is that they used to have LucasArts, and then LucasArts would handle it and work with other individual publishers that they chose when LucasArts was handling it.
Exactly. Like, just make it a case-by-case
But now that LucasArts is gone, they need some studio to handle it, and they haven't done that. And I don't know when they will or if they will, but I feel like they need to. But I don't think Disney has like the intelligence to do that.
Disney has repeatedly tried to get into video games and repeatedly failed.
Well, if they hadn't closed LucasArts, they wouldn't have failed. That's my thing.
Even before that, dude, they tried Disney Infinity. Before that, they had their own publishing thing with Epic Mickey, I think. It all turned to shit. They just can't. Disney has repeatedly tried video games. And it just doesn't work.
I think the thing was because when it was still case by case, they gave the Old Republic MMO over to EA and BioWare.
Yeah.
And they did such an incredible job with that, and it really was a spectacular game, and it still really is really good. That they decided to let EA keep exclusive rights to the license.
I think EA,
and that's why they sold the license to EA like that. I think it was the MMO that did it.
I think EA just gave them like a darling of a deal.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't think it's worked out because the output of Star Wars games has been abysmal.
Well,
Ignore quality. Just the output has been abysmal.
Yeah, aside from the MMO, which did receive regular updates, expansions, still is.
I'm not, but I mean, just like in terms of releases.
In terms of like original new releases, they made a Battlefront game. It was okay at best. They made a second one. It was a complete shit show at launch. It's really good now, but like it was just in the worst way possible. And neither of them really are the same as the old Battlefront. They don't feel the same.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 is pretty close, but it's just not it.
But when was like the EA deal struck? And there's only been like
it's been
4
about
games.
15 years. It feels almost 10 years.
It has not.
No, it was like 2014, I think.
I think it was farther ago than that, bro.
The MMO came out in 2014.
It was 2013. They struck the deal.
Yeah, so they struck the deal in 2013. The MMO came out in 2014, I think.
So in like 7 years, they've released 4 games. That is not good output.
No.
Especially when one of those games is technically a smaller project.
And 10 of them got canceled, just about.
It just hasn't.
And only 2 of them
Star
were
Wars
great
1313 never made it out.
Well, that was before. That's old canon shit that got cut.
No. 1313 was supposed to come out. That was EA working on it, and it got cut. It got canceled only like in the last couple years. That was supposed to be a Jango Fett game.
Oh, that would have been
much
great.
like Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It's supposed to basically be the spiritual successor to Star Wars Bounty Hunter on the PS2, which was excellent.
They just need to fucking like open the door for it. Just
they really do.
Something.
Just floodgates. I'm not saying have it completely open license.
Yeah,
but
don't do Warhammer. Don't make a Warhammer where anyone
someone
can make
handle
any shit they want.
Yeah. Have someone handle the licensing for it. Someone that is in the industry, knows the industry, and would handle it with respect.
Just find someone, not Dave Filoni, he's busy, competent.
Find someone who used to be at LucasArts. I'm sure someone would gladly return to making Star Wars games.
He says as what's his name? The Double Fine guy, Mason.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? Come on, help me out.
I don't know the Double Fine guy.
Oh, fuck you.
I don't know who you're talking about either.
You know, Double Fine got bought by Microsoft. He made Psychonauts, Day of the Tentacle. Used to work for LucasArts. Tim Schafer. Yeah, that's Tim Schafer swims in his Microsoft money, sure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's too much. Like The Mandalorian should alone, and its incredible success, should have us in a position to where there are people lining up to license Star Wars games.
Yeah.
But because of the fucking deal, you just can't. And I just find that sad.
Yeah.
Obviously, though, we're going to the new shit. I think all of us are like, the Book of Fett. Like, hell yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. I kind of hope that the first episode or so is like a flashback or something. Like how he got out of the Sarlacc pit.
I think like the first episode we're gonna definitely get like an answer to how Boba got out of the Sarlacc pit.
So do you think
I think we're gonna get like a full like prologue.
Do you think it's just the story though of him becoming like the new Underlord of Tatooine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing is I just want to make my way in the galaxy. So I think he's gonna do everything he can to make sure he can live comfortably and like make his name known.
Again.
Yeah. He's coming back. He's back and he means business. I
just hope he hangs up like a picture of his best homie Vader somewhere and he just like tenderly caresses
It'll be right next to his second best homie Din Djarin. Who brought him back his armor.
Yeah, but he had to wave the fucking like chart in front of you. See this? Yeah. Fucking Mandalorian. Rogue Squadron movie is like the only movie we know. Well, sorry, it's actually not technically. It's the only named movie we know about right now. And I'd be much more excited for it if the new Wonder Woman wasn't shit.
Is it by the same directors?
Yeah, it's by Patty Jenkins.
Which is weird, because like, didn't she do like I think some awesome movie? Didn't direct for 20 years. Did Wonder Woman, which was awesome. Then made 1984, which is like
I hear it's like famously the worst movie like possible.
But is it her fault or Warner Brothers? Like,
it's probably Warner Brothers more than anything.
I hope, because she's doing Rogue Squadron now, and like she has a good track record before that.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Trevor?
Wonder Woman?
She's apparently doing Cleopatra as well in 2022.
What do you mean Cleopatra?
I think she's directing a movie called Cleopatra, and the woman playing it is the same woman who plays Wonder Woman.
Wait, like about like historically Cleopatra?
Yeah, historically like Greek Cleopatra.
Huh.
I think.
Okay. Weird. I mean, in fairness, sorry for everyone out there who's about to get triggered, but Cleopatra was like white.
Yeah, she was. She was Greek.
Because she was like Greek descendant, yeah.
So yeah, that's why having the same woman who plays Wonder Woman, who's Greek, is gonna be like an actual perfect casting for her, and it's gonna be really.
That kind of tracks.
Of course,
it's gonna be really fucking good, I imagine. Okay, so the issue as well that we're seeing here is that she did not write Wonder Woman. She did write Wonder Woman 1984.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Patty Jenkins did?
Patty Jenkins did not write Wonder Woman, but she did write 1984. So that's another problem. That being said, she is a huge Star Wars fan, so we'll see how she fucks it up, if she does fuck it up. And
did she write this? There's no way they let her write it.
This? I don't know.
It keeps
just says
her as
directed.
a director. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. She was the writer, director, and producer for Wonder Woman 1984, but she was only the director for Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So it's not her directing that's bad.
Yeah, if the writing doesn't go to her, I'm not like scared, but like, cause she's a good director, but the writing thing is what scares the shit out of me, Other than that, all we know is that Taika Waititi's making a Star Wars movie, which is like, holy shit, thank you. That's just good news, right?
That I'm looking forward to that. Cause didn't he do a couple episodes of season 1?
He did the last episode. He directed, and I don't think he wrote it, but he directed it. That's the one.
He directed the Prison Break episode, I think.
Really? So he directed Prison Break and the last episode. So he did like the Din Djarin with the droid, which was awesome, and also the fucking like weird R2 rowboat with legs thing, which I love.
Yeah.
That was great. So I'm excited for whatever the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
I
Movie-wise, Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go first.
Movie-wise, I am super excited for that. We'll talk about the Kenobi in a minute.
I mean, he's Taika Waititi is just like a man of style, and I'm down for that. I know, like, you and the rest of like the nerd world's probably celebrating because they didn't like The Last Jedi. I am a little upset though that they're talking about like the Star Wars movies coming up, and there's no mention of Rian Johnson, who was getting a trilogy at one point. But at the same time, weren't the guys who made
who directed the last season of Game of Thrones were supposed to get a trilogy, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah, and as soon as
gosh, yeah.
season 8 came out, that was like, no,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did both those trilogies get axed then?
I don't think the trilogies got axed. I think they're maybe looking for other directors, or maybe Rian Johnson might still get his trilogy. I don't know.
Well, I thought they were done with the trilogies, and I thought they were going to start going with one-offs.
Well, I know we're getting the stories, but I think the High Republic's supposed to be a whole trilogy.
Okay.
Or maybe it's going to be a we'll see kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't want to
test the waters with one.
Yeah.
And leave room to continue, whether it be through film or television. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think the like message from the sequel trilogy was that trilogies are bad. I think the message was that like ununified like vision in trilogies is bad.
They should have kept one director instead of splitting it with like J.J. Abrams.
I feel like if they just the issue was JJ stepped down from the second or from episode 8 because he was doing his own movie.
No, Star Trek. Which one was it?
Well, he has Star Trek, and he also directed Cloverfield Lane.
Okay.
That's his Cloverfield's like his thing. So I don't know exactly when the timers like ran up. It was probably so he could do Cloverfield Lane.
Let me look at it.
Because I think they came around the same time.
How the fuck do you make?
And that was excellent.
No, he didn't direct Cloverfield Lane.
He didn't.
Nope, that was
he the writer for it though? Because that's his entire franchise is his.
No, story by Josh Campbell and Matthew Stukin. Okay. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg.
What did he do then at that time? It could have been Star Trek. There was a Star Trek as well.
I was about to say because Cloverfield Lane's a good movie, so he probably didn't do it.
He was a producer on Cloverfield Lane, and he was a producer on Star Trek Beyond in 2016. I don't know if this is right. He was
Last Jedi was 2017, so he maybe was. Yeah, that sort of lines up.
He was credited as an executive producer for The Last Jedi.
All right, let's see what he directed.
And then The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker, he was all three director, producer, and writer. So he didn't direct anything between The Force Awakens.
He directed Into Darkness
and Rise.
He directed Force Awakens. He directed Rise of Skywalker. He must have been doing something else during those 4 years.
I swear he had to go direct the fucking Star Trek movie.
I mean, he was a producer on the Star Trek movie, and he's a producer on Cloverfield.
I think it was probably Star Trek Beyond, bro. No, because he wasn't directing it.
He didn't direct it.
He was the producer.
He was the producer of it.
He don't do shit doing that.
He was an executive producer on The Last Jedi. He was a producer on the Cloverfield Paradox. He was a producer on America Divided, which is a TV series documentary.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck he was doing then.
He produced Roadies. I guess he was just producing shit for 4 years.
Instead of working on a goddamn Star Wars movie.
He produced Star Wars! He was an executive producer on The Last Jedi!
Movie that he bitched endlessly about and completely undid with his next movie?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He was the producer of 10 Cloverfield Lane.
They gave him that fucking credit and he didn't even
He literally spent 4 years just producing like a ton of shit.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me he even stepped foot on set with as like much as that man fucking hated Last Jedi.
Probably not, yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck he was
Considering, like, as the executive producer, that means he threw the most money at it, too.
Yeah.
If Disney's dime, he didn't throw $1, I bet.
Probably not.
Alright. I don't think we have anything to say about Obi-Wan besides fucking Hayden Christensen, and we're all on board, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't fucking wait for it.
I'm so excited for this.
I don't know.
Ewan McGregor's excited for this. Hayden Christensen's excited for this. I'm excited for this. Let's make it happen, people.
I'm super excited. It went from movie to TV.
I think it was always supposed to be TV. It was supposed to be like a 6-episode series.
I thought when they were doing like the stories.
Oh yeah, originally, I thought
it was originally going to be
everything was going to get like a story, like a Star Wars story, Boba Fett, a Star Wars story, Solo, a Star Wars story, Rogue One.
Go back to that because Solo wasn't bad. It's just not what people wanted.
No, Solo was good. Everyone was expecting a Boba Fett movie. And obviously they were waiting for it for Mandalorian. Now that we know that, we're getting the Book of Boba. Yeah. And we're going to get more Boba than we ever thought we were going to get.
But I don't want them to, like, not do Star Wars stories now either. Because, like...
Yeah, I don't want that to disappear. Because the two that they did were really good.
Yeah. I think people were mad because it's something we didn't ask for or really, like, need.
Yeah, no one really wanted a Han Solo movie, really.
Yeah. That's
other than diehard Han Solo
fans,
I did love I guess. And I like Han Solo, but like it was probably one of the last people I wanted a movie for.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you see his arc through the movie.
That being said, we see cast members we see Donald Glover playing Lando, and that's amazing.
I fucking love that.
I want to see that so bad. I want to see more Lando.
There's a fucking Lando show on this list, and if Donald Glover isn't Lando, I don't want it.
Oh no, Donald Glover is going to be Lando, 100%. He's already played Lando in the Disney canon. He's going to be Lando.
It needs to be,
otherwise. And he was well received as Lando.
Because he's better than Billy D. fucking Williams as Lando.
I don't know about that, but Lando was poorly written in the original series.
He's the real Lando, my boy.
Lando was very in the original trilogy. My big issue with Lando was he was very one-sided and one-dimensional, like created, like written. He was very one-dimensional, and I didn't really like his character all that much.
And Donald Glover's like fucking.
I was never like a diehard Lando fan, but seeing Donald Glover play him in the Solo movie, I'm like, hell yes, this is incredible.
I fucking love him.
Rangers of the New Republic. This is the first I'm hearing of Rangers of the New Republic, by the way.
Same.
To go back a little bit, I don't know how they're gonna use Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi because, like,
it's got to be flashbacks.
I think it's gonna be flashbacks with Anakin. I think that's all it is.
Okay.
I think that's the only reason Hayden Christensen is being used at all. Is it's gonna be flashbacks of the Clone Wars era.
I think they say in here for sure, like it has
because there's a ton of time in between episode 2 and 3 as well. There's like a good amount of time there.
Oh, that's like the Clone Wars feels that, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Clone Wars fills that, but it's not like directly Clone Wars. Like this is the end of episode 2, this is the beginning of episode 3 in Clone Wars. Yeah. It does basically move straight into episode 3, but it doesn't just start at episode 2 either.
I know you haven't seen it yet. there's a fan edit of the last arc of Clone Wars because it matches up perfectly with episode 3.
Oh yes, I've watched that on YouTube.
Yeah. So you can, it matches perfectly with episode 3. So you can see like
You'll have to link me that.
They
cut into it.
Jump back and forth. Yeah.
Yes. So they're cut together. It's
That's
great.
pretty awesome.
You gotta watch just watch last season of Clone Wars.
I will.
Ahsoka, you've already talked about it. I'm fucking down for it. I don't know if this is like just a continuation of like a story arc from Rebels that comes up eventually, or what.
I imagine it's gonna be literally because it's the live action. It's gonna follow the live action storyline where she's gonna go hunting down Thrawn.
That's the Rebel story.
like it goes from this episode of Mandalorian into the Rebels.
The other way around. Rebels go straight to the.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's my point. It's gonna go from there into her hunting down Thrawn.
Yeah, I'm down with this. I'm so fucking down with this. Yeah, give me the Star Wars Area Dawson, executive produced by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Put that shit in my veins.
It is a limited series, so it's probably just gonna. It's gonna
better.
It's gonna be kind of like Kenobi, where it's gonna be probably like a 6-episode series or whatever, and it's gonna be done.
What I want.
Yeah, I agree.
I want a satisfying conclusion. I don't want to be strung along for 6 seasons.
Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
No, because the Marvel, I'll fucking fight you on this. Because at least Endgame is a definitive endpoint if you want to jump off. Because most of the characters, you've gotten used to, you see, the end of their story.
Yeah.
There's more for, Spider-Man, but Iron Man's done. Captain America's done.
Yeah.
There is a definitive end to that, but there's also, a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I went on a tangent.
Yeah, so Rangers of the New Republic. This is the first I'm seeing of it, and at first I was like, oh my god, Republic Commando coming back, and then I realized it was New Republic, and I was...
This is literally just Jon Favreau.
And it kind of killed my boner.
This is Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's excuse to make themselves, bigger characters and just have a show of them flying around in X-Wings going Yahoo and shooting at shit.
This is 100% what this is.
I'm so down for that, though.
It says it'll culminate into a climactic story event. It'll intersect with future stories. So Rangers of the New Republic is going to be like the Marvel, Shield or whatever, I think, of this universe. And it's literally just, it's going to intersect with all of them at some point, kind of. Yeah. I'm, sure. We'll see. I hated Shield. And this is kind of giving me Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. vibe.
This is the one I'm least excited for.
Yeah. I thought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was incredibly boring. And I'm worried that this is what this is going to be because I don't know these characters and nor do I, at this point, don't care because I don't really care about the New Republic all that much.
I mean, it's Star Wars. We'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. I couldn't give less of a shit about New Republic. I just want old shit, honestly.
Especially with...
I want to turn back the hand of time more than anything.
Especially with the way Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have just handled everything so far.
It's probably gonna be good.
So what you're saying? We're in New Republic though, is the thing. That's what Mando is. I'm totally cool with exploring everything between.
Yeah, no. I like the era. I don't much care for the New Republic itself because it's just literally the rebellion. It's just the rebellion. It's still them. It's still all the same people. It's fucking Leia Organa at the top of it, and everyone else just at the top of it. Mon Mothma.
I'm kind of cool with it though, because we get to see a galaxy run by a bunch of
We get to see the Republic on the Capitol that eventually gets destroyed by Starkiller Base. That's all this is gonna be. We're gonna be able to see the planet that they just kind of wrote off and blew up in Episode 7.
But I want to see more of this government because it doesn't fucking work and we know it.
Yeah.
Because the First Order eventually exists, so the New Republic failed. I'm kind of cool with watching.
Well, the New Republic only fails because of a super weapon built in secret. But the galaxy's working. It's just the Empire's a spiteful little baby in the corner over here. That's how it's depicted in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Is that it's literally like, I don't care if fucking the Republic wins. I just want Kylo to lose.
I've brought this shit up before, though.
It's the whole
This
thing.
is why the fucking New Republic is kind of a dumb idea. Or it's not working. If you can build a Star Killer base, the amount of goddamn Kyber isn't like everywhere, bro.
No, but it's outer rim.
It's
It's not a core, like it's out of their jurisdiction kind of thing. It's too far away. There's too many planets. Like Star Wars is not like it is a hyper advanced like Mass Effect style civilization. It's honestly like steampunk space.
I guess.
Like
Star
there's
Killer
so
base
much that is out of the control of the core worlds and like the main seat of government that there's you can't possibly like hammer down everything because the Empire didn't work because there was a rebellion and the rebellion won.
Isn't Aftermath like pretty much, or sorry, Bloodlines and Aftermath, like Princess Leia warning them that this shit was gonna happen if they didn't work to stop the like First Order and squash the remnants of the Empire?
Well, I mean, they tried. There's only so much you can do.
Well, obviously, like, not hard enough.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, space is so big, like, literally infinite, that, like, it would be so easy to hide. Like, an entire fleet in space.
And they keep trying to, like, have all one Federation rule the galaxy, too. Like, keep trying it.
Well, only because the Empire believes that it has to be the only power. The Republic is willing to let other power exist.
Oh,
they allow neutral colonies and neutral sectors to exist.
The fuck they do, dude. The CIS.
Under the threat of the Separatists, who is under the control of the Sith, who is trying to take over the Republic.
I'm just saying, the Empire wouldn't have risen if the CIS declared independence and the Republic was like, oh yeah, that's legal, you good. That's all I'm saying.
It would, because the Separatists would just turn into an empire, and it would just be the same thing. Sidious would just go to the Separatists instead. Instead, he uses the Separatists to weaken the Republic and the Jedi, because he understands how powerful the Jedi Order is right now, and that's why he has to go through Order 66 and the subterfuge and controlling the Senate and all that. Like, he has to have all this power over the Jedi because the Jedi serve the Senate of the Republic. He can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lead the Separatists and we're gonna be an empire, because then the entire army of the damn Republic and the entire army of Jedi that exist in this time are gonna come slaughter his ass.
The Republic, like, fighting the CIS, like, helped, though. It made it worse that they were, like, trying to, like, keep the CIS from leaving.
The Republic were fighting the Separatists because the Sith was in charge of the Republic.
They didn't know that.
Palpatine, who was in charge of the Senate, knew that. What do you mean? He was Supreme Chancellor at the beginning, or at the end of Episode 1.
Once again, this is another one of those things in fucking Star Wars. Like, if you went to the Senate and you told them that a Sith was in charge, shouldn't they just look at each other? What the fuck is a Sith? Because they've been gone for thousands of years.
Yes, but the Jedi know who the Sith are. And the Jedi would know.
Like
the entire order of Jedi would know.
I just feel like there should be some kind of independent investigation here, but we're getting in the weeds.
I feel like I've covered pretty much every base on this one. And why it actually makes sense the way that everything worked out in the prequels.
I'm just saying.
I don't think I missed anything here.
The Republic should not stop succession from the Republic. And I don't think that you saying that they allow other powers to exist is accurate.
It wouldn't if the Separatists weren't blockading trade in order to get more control over more systems. But the entire point of Episode 1 is that the Separatists blockade Naboo and try to force them into signing with them.
I see why people don't like the fucking prequels now in galactic politics.
But that's the entire opening. It's like, yes, the Jedi are going for negotiations with the Trade Federation. They're like, the negotiations were cut short. Like, they're going for negotiations and then they try to gas them. That's the opening.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right.
Thank you.
Are we done talking about politics?
I like this. I'm having fun.
This is fucking Star Wars, bro.
This is great.
This is my shit. I can't believe I remember this much about Episode goddamn 1.
You really like it? Oh,
Yeah.
did we talk about how Baby Yoda has a high M count?
His metachlorian count?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they brought
we didn't.
metachlorians back.
Oh, you know what?
I mean, the canon. You can't uncanonize episode 1.
You can ignore it, but yeah.
You know also what Corey missed, Mason?
What?
T-shirt and jeans guy. Since they edited that out.
Yeah, about that on the
like
wiki.
the Starbucks Game of Thrones. Yeah. The Game of Thrones Starbucks.
Although,
is he off the wiki?
I doubt it.
On the wiki,
he's
he's
got to be on the wiki.
I know he was on Wikipedia. I didn't know if they got rid of him.
On Wikipedia, it says they cut him out. I didn't see it, so yeah, they cut it out.
I never noticed it.
I didn't either until like somebody pointed it out.
All right, so the Acolyte is my biggest. Like, I want to see this shit. So I'm a little. Actually, the fucking logo's not on here.
I haven't seen this.
where's
where's the Acolyte? Wait, what?
Underneath Andor.
Do we want to talk about Andor then? First?
Oh yeah, we can.
So it's about Cassian from Rogue One.
Yeah.
I'm down for this. I'm down for it.
It's a prequel. So I'm only gonna be down for this because
he's into it.
Because yeah, Diego Luna is incredibly into this, and I am actually interested in like rebel subterfuge, and like I think we're gonna get like the Bothan spies and everything and all that. Like I am into like the whole rebellion subterfuge thing, and Cassian is kind of a badass. He's easily the weakest character in all of Rogue One, and that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way on this. But the dude seems into it, so I won't get excited for it, but I'll watch it.
When I saw it, I was European, but he's into it. I'm like, all right, bro, you are my respect when you fucking didn't go in for the kiss on Jyn Erso and fuck up the scene. I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like want to watch something when the actor is like super into it.
And hundo.
And like
he's
massive.
The actor, he's the director. Like this dude is.
Like, and especially when they're massive fans of the series, like you know, they're gonna try and do a great job with it.
They're gonna do everything they can to give it justice.
And if it turns out not great, you get like the season 8 pre-interviews.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Where like
the episode 9 pre-interviews.
Yeah, or John Boyega, like, yeah, it's, yeah.
And Ray's like,
Yo, can we talk? No. Can we talk for real about poor John Boyega and how fucked over he got?
He really did.
They used him as...
He was such a great character in the first movie, and then they just
did really well in
ruined
the first
it.
One, yeah.
He did well in every movie. They just fucked him.
Like his character was just yelling Ray.
And you know what he brought up, like, after episode 9, that, like, you know, I think I got used as the fucking token black character. And I was like, wait, what? And then I looked through, and, like, if you look at the American post, if you look at the American Force Awakens poster, he's on the front. And
he's on the front. He and Ray were supposed to be Jedis together.
Yeah, and then on the fucking Chinese version, they took him off, because that wouldn't have been as well received. And then they fucking, then, like, in Episode 8, The Last Jedi, he gets his own arc, which I like, but I get most people don't. But he has like half the movie to him. And then in Episode 9, he's boiled down to like a background character.
Yeah.
They fucked him. And they fucking used him as a goddamn token character for marketing, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Him and Rey together as Jedi is how it should have been.
That would have been great.
Or even Rey going to the dark side in Episode 8 and Finn being the only Jedi.
And Finn having to pull him back. Or pull her back.
That would have been the pinnacle of it. I would have been so down for that. Or better yet, even if he couldn't, and then he had to fight them together. And like Finn had the whole journey of being with the First Order, joining the rebellion, learning what it was like to be a rebel, and then killing like the girl who got him out of it and bringing down the First Order. That would have been such an arc, such an incredible fucking film.
Yep.
Damn it, Star Wars. Fuck.
Fucking Catherine Kennedy.
Yep.
And J.J. Abrams, too, damn it. Fucking John Boyega, I fucking love you, man. I hope you get some awesome movie role in the future.
It's definitely Kathleen's fault, dude. It really is.
For not organizing.
She hasn't done anything good since she was added to Star Wars.
I mean, the film shit's good, but that's mostly Filoni, isn't it?
It's not her. Her name's on it only like.
I mean, Solo and Rogue One were good. I'll give her those, but like this fucking. trilogy turned out so shit.
It's her job to put people in charge of things.
Yeah.
It's her job to like lead the trilogy.
Well, she's greenlighting shit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if she's not gonna say no to episode 9, what's she saying no to?
Yeah.
God damn it, Mason! I need a hug.
So the Bad Batch.
The Acolyte, motherfucker.
Or Acolyte. That's right.
So,
sorry,
I read this while we were ranting, and holy god, this is gonna be incredible.
Right? So
a mystery thriller in the Star Wars universe about a fucking Sith acolyte in the High Republic era. This is gonna be insane. If this is handled well.
Well, here's the thing. I actually know the creator, writer, and producer of it.
Leslie Headland?
Yeah, so if you look at her other works, you see The Bachelorette, and you're like, oh shit. You see Russian Doll, and you say, what the fuck is that? Russian Doll is a fucking incredible Netflix show.
See, it's like Emmy-nominated creator, mind-bending series, Russian Doll. And this is supposed to be a mystery thriller. It sounds like it's going to fit within the same category that she's already got a pedigree in.
Yeah. Like, mind-bending for stuff. Russian Doll was sort of this weird supernatural thing, like philosophical, but I think she can do this.
That's the fucking dark side!
Yeah, I know.
That's how the Force works!
I've been trying to get I had to post this instead the Wikipedia article because to sell it, the fucking logo for this show is the Acolyte in red with a fucking lightsaber slash through it.
Can you send... Oh, yeah, I see that now.
That's awesome, right?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's almost like Hellboy-esque.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking down for this one. This is my main one.
This is definitely like what I'm most hyped for, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah. After reading it.
Like, it's this, then Ahsoka, probably.
This is what people talk the least about, too. Probably because it's further off. I don't know.
Yeah, this is like, it's pretty vague. They still haven't figured everything out for it.
Well, like, so if you look into the development on the wiki, it said that like this first got reported that this was in the works in like April of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably pretty far along.
Oh
yeah, it's probably fully written at this point.
I guess technically we're in 21 right now, so even if it is the first day.
So this is the one that I'm like, fuck, yes.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. The writing's probably done, but obviously with COVID and everything, like the actual filming has probably
started filming a couple months ago in London, didn't it? Say?
Did they?
Yeah, if you look, where is it?
Oh yeah, I guess 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago in London.
So at the time of this, like a month ago.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on where they're filming. Like obviously, they probably won't be. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously they probably won't be filming in California.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. That state's locked down. I don't know if they even let you like film anything there.
Yeah.
Bad Batch, I think we're all excited for, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, especially after seeing their.
It's more Clone Wars.
It's more Clone Wars, and these clones are especially badass.
My main thing with this, honestly, is that it takes place after Order 66.
Yeah.
When they're in the Empire, the new Empire army.
Yeah, and there's a canon built-in reason why the Bad Batch would be still around. So this is great. I'm down for this. This is something I've been wanting since I saw the Bad Batch in Season 7.
Yeah. Well, all the clones are kept around in the Empire during, like, the creation of it.
Your initial start,
They're not, like, deactivated, really, until like, around A New Hope.
Yeah, but they don't have the Order 66...
The inhibitor chip.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have that, because they're all fucked up. All of the Bad Batch came out wrong with, like, a beneficial mutation that fucked up their chip.
Gotcha.
I also love for this video that the final, like, at 1 minute, 8 seconds, they show Star Wars The Clone Wars, and it burns into the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because the trailer shows them fighting, like, clones and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think shows Fennec in it, actually.
You think?
If you guys pull up the trailer at, like, 41 seconds...
Oh, I'm fucking
Fennec
should
be... Yeah, Fennec, this is about the time
I believe
Fennec
that is...
Yeah, that's Fennec, I think.
that's cool if it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Fennec. Which, I mean,
Much
she's
younger,
she's
so.
Imperial at this point, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm 100 down for this shit.
Moving on, just to wrap this up, Star Wars Visions.
This is wrong podcast. We're gonna have to talk about this in the Whitefish Weaves Club.
This is gonna be fucking cool, though.
If they find the right Japanese studios, yeah. I hope Trigger gets
Well,
one
it's
so
like,
bad.
yeah, it's several different ones. We're gonna get 10 short films of like different Japanese studios just showing their love for Star Wars, and I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be so.
I wanted Trigger one so bad.
Yeah, the fucking Trigger one. It's gonna be, yeah, that would be ridiculous. I love it. I want a Kyoto Animations one. I love their animation.
I mean, that's just high quality as shit.
Yeah, I just love their animation.
Trevor, you're gonna have to watch anime now.
Yeah,
well, this will be your introduction
I'm not
to
a
anime.
I'm not a weeb. I'll probably end up watching it
Yet.
just because it's Star Wars.
Well, fucking, this is how we get in there,
You
Trevor.
ever watch Samurai Jack?
I did not actually.
God, you have no culture. All right.
In fairness, I only caught a few episodes of Samurai Jack.
Really?
I think that was like
It's
I like
American
that song.
anyway, but it's a perfect like samurai show. I love it.
I didn't actually watch much like TV when I was younger, just because like my parents always had their shit on.
Yeah.
I was always
a
kicked
droid,
outside or.
A droid story. I don't think we really give a shit about.
It's the only one of these I'm not gonna watch at all.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna watch this.
It's the worst part of Clone Wars, but a whole series.
Well, it's just R2D2 and C3PO.
I might watch. I might watch the first episode and see like how it is.
If I hear,
couldn't. This is gonna be like Paw Patrol for Star Wars.
if I hear like insane shit, I'll be like, "What the fuck?" All right, fine, but I highly doubt that's happening.
Yeah. Lucasfilm's also working on an Indiana Jones movie, and I guess we're getting a Willow movie again. Like a.
Is it a show? I thought.
Is it a show? I watched the original movie. It's okay, but it's like it's kind of weird one. It's like a weird fantasy movie.
I mean, it's famous for flopping. I'm shocked they're doing anything with it.
It did flop. It definitely flopped. But
yeah,
I am very surprised that this is even being revived from the grave that it died in. But
same. By the way,
like, it's not awful, but it's really just like it's whatever. I don't remember it being particularly great.
I only know about this movie because it had like Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, and George Lucas, and it made no money.
Yep.
I find it so fun. I didn't think I would see Willow here. Can I be honest? Is anyone looking forward to another Indiana Jones?
No.
After Crystal Skull?
No.
No.
I think the original trilogy of like Indiana Jones movies were just so fucking perfect. I'm kind of over. I don't want or need any more Indiana Jones. Ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just cash grab, honestly.
Yeah. Like if they want to do some prequels with like the guy who played Solo, like I'd be cool with that. But like I don't.
We make all of Harrison
yeah,
Ford's
dude.
movies
Yeah,
with
dude.
Him as young Harrison Ford.
I just really don't care about Indiana Jones continuing.
I'm with you.
Last Crusade.
If Crystal Skull wasn't so fucking
if Crystal
bad.
Skull wasn't completely fucking shit.
And I'll fight to the end of my days.
Maybe if Shia LaBeouf takes on the role, the
would help.
lead role, I'll watch it.
I'll fight to the end of my days. Temple of Doom was great.
I love Temple of Doom.
People fucking shit on Temple of Doom.
I think it's like my dick.
I'll fucking fight them.
I hate the
Temple
female.
of Doom is great.
I hate the. I think it's got the worst like female lead in it.
That's fair.
I mean,
yeah, because it was like
Temple of Doom's great.
Was it like the direct like
it was Steven Spielberg's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not a good actress.
So I'm with you on that, but it doesn't change the fact that Temple of Doom as a fucking film is incredible.
It is, absolutely.
Alright, I think that's everything.
Yep.
Hopefully
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Sons
hopefully
of
Kathleen Kennedy actually steps down. I know her contract's up in this year.
I think they're keeping her.
I think they're gonna keep her only because of the way her career ended, I guess, or her contract ended. with this dump of fucking Star Wars content and The Mandalorian, which she had basically no say on.
I mean, all of this besides the droid story looks great.
Yeah. But clearly they just need to step away from the main Skywalker saga.
Dude, just get rid of 9.
Yeah.
Just get rid of 9. I can suffer 8 existing.
I can suffer 7.
But you know what? No, I can't suffer 8 existing. They need to make Finn a fucking Jedi.
Yeah, there's still that.
They need to make Finn a Jedi. Finn needs to go with Rey.
I mean, if you're not
going 8, hold on.
Let Rose and someone else go. Let Rose and Poe go to the fucking Imperial weapons dealing planet. Yeah?
I mean,
let them do that. Let Holdo go and kill herself out in space by herself, where no one else has to suffer her.
Keep 8 and make episode 9 3.5 fucking hours
and send Finn with Rey to go see fucking Luke. And then problem solved. I'm happy.
There's so many issues because of the latest shit too. Like this, everything is fucked.
Well, if you ignore episode 9 and just change everything about episode 8, it's good.
I love episode 8. I'm so sorry.
No. There are parts, and I understand that you like some things in episode 8, like you like the weapons dealing planet. Okay, let Rose go there, not with Finn. Let Rose go there with Poe. So Poe doesn't have to suffer miscondescending Admiral Holdo.
Look, the fucking weapon planet is central to fucking Finn's character.
It's not!
It is.
No!
Because in episode 7, why does Finn go to Starkiller Base?
To save Rey.
To follow Rey.
Yeah.
His entire character arc through episode 7 is this girl he's met, and he's just following Rey. That's all it is. But episode 8, he goes and he fucking goes on his own personal adventure. He sees the Empire, and he makes the fucking choice, because at the start of the movie, he's running. He's about to get the fuck out. Because Rey's not there. He
shouldn't be doing that, though.
Leaving?
He shouldn't be just trying to leave.
He doesn't give a fuck at that time. He doesn't give a fuck.
He should!
Exactly.
He watched the Empire blow up like 8 planets!
Not his problem. Episode 8, he sees it firsthand on the ground, though. He gets the actual reason to give a shit to understand.
Watch them fire the fucking gun!
That's how he becomes a rebel, though, as a character. By the end of episode 8, Finn's a fucking rebel. He's part of the rebellion. So after fucking that, in episode 9, if you give me a 3.5-hour fucking runtime movie of him and Rey training together to become Jedi, of her showing him everything he knows, I'm fucking down with that.
But she doesn't know anything, because her arc in episode 8 is to go learn from Luke.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A couple weeks ago, I suffered through the Lego Star Wars holiday special.
Wait.
Were they clown on? Would they just clown?
There was a Lego. Yeah. They actually made fucking Finn a Jedi in that, instead of in the actual fucking movies.
The whole point of the Lego movie holiday special is to clown on Star Wars as a whole, and that's why they made it a holiday special, because they're clowning on Star Wars, and it's perfect because of that.
Well, we also never just gonna make this short, because I mean we're getting fucking pretty long.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I loved at the end of in the entire season 2 of fucking Mandalorian, both fucking Ahsoka and Luke fucking shit on the sequel trilogy with like the whole training and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you mean?
Fucking what were Luke's quotes? Power without training is meaningless, I think, is one of them.
Yeah.
What was this? Give me a minute. I gotta pull them up.
I don't remember what Ahsoka says, but yeah, Luke saying power without training is meaningless is like a whole knock on the whole, like, Mary Sue Rey is just like way too powerful for.
Yeah. The plan was
sense, kind of
the
thing.
plan, like, narratively was for after meeting Luke for Leia to train them, I guess.
I don't think so.
Well, like, in the original
Leia
trilogy,
was never fully trained.
Well, that's what they fucking.
Leia had one vision and fucking hung up her lightsaber.
That's what they kind of fucking retconned, though, is that she had training in the fucking sequel trilogy.
But they didn't need to do that.
Listen. I'm with you.
I think
there was a lot of lost potential. I don't like
your beloved
7.
episode 8 shot her into space for no reason.
It's good.
Only to make her fucking Superman float back in. It's not. It's not. It's not.
It's a great
It's not
movie.
A good movie. It is not a good movie.
You rewatch it.
It is too flawed to be a good movie.
Episode 7 is too flawed to be a good movie because it's just a fucking like Southeast Asian knockoff of Star Wars.
Okay, well even if it is like a knockoff of A New Hope, it's still better than the shit show that episode 8 ended up being.
I mean the masterpiece.
And that's oh my god. I'm gonna just send you a clip of all the bad parts of episode 8, and it's gonna be an hour and a half long.
I'll send you a clip of all the fucking bad parts of episode 7, and it's just the movie.
That's cool. I'm not here defending episode 7. I'm just here saying episode 8 is a piece of shit.
Can we please end this podcast? Because our friendship's in danger.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we got.
We've wrapped up Star Wars 2020 on a bad note, but looking forward, it looks pretty damn good.
It looks good. Everything forward looks good.
I see a light at the end of the tunnel, honestly.
I'm happy with all
this. The first time in years.
I don't want that.
After episode 9, I thought Star Wars was dead. And then Mandalorian Season 2 came out, and then I realized that there is hope.
A new hope.
There is always a new hope.
And his name's Dave Filoni, and he wears a cowboy hat.
And Jon Favreau likes putting himself in his own movies.
Yeah.
Listen, if the fucking Rangers and the Republic is just those two,
I hope it is.
If it's just those two, like X-winging around, shooting swamp rats from the fucking atmosphere in their X-wings, if that's all it is.
Taking out swampas.
I want to see them swampa hunt. I want to see those two on Dagobah just hunting swampa because they want that good swampa meat on the grill. That's what I want. I'm down for this. Just those two. No one else. There's no other cast for the movie. It's just them bickering for 8 episodes.
Oh, I'm totally cool with that.
Did you think of an outro for this podcast?
We'll see you next year. Or whenever we'll see you when the new Star Wars comes out.
Yeah.
Totally. Whatever comes first. Probably Kenobi.
Yeah. Are we gonna do the Marvel TV shows?
If y'all want, I'll watch them. But I don't like them. I've hated almost every single Marvel TV show I've seen.
I'm with you. I
like the first season of fucking Daredevil.
I'm with you, but hear me out here. Hear me out, Mason.
Are we over?
Moon Knight.
I will watch a fucking Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. I will. It's just gonna be Deadpool, but Moon Knight. Like that's what it is.
It's gonna be Deadpool, except
he's on ketamine.
Yeah. Except the host, like the entire series, he's actually just some crazy dude in a rocking chair in a straight jacket in a fucking loony bin.
Come here, Dracula, big fucking nerd. Where's my money?
All right, we can fucking stop.
Yep. See you next time.